lot more questions than it answered. For example, what is Veer? Oh, also I forgot to mention that this whole box says Veer all over it. Veer. The only place it says tactical baby gear is right here. There's a tiny little emblem that says tactical baby gear. So I guess this thing kind of is in stealth mode. It's like, is this the product that I ordered? I don't even know what Veer is. Whatever this mysterious Veer company is, they sure do have a lot of cryptic slogans, like open air, open minds. Open air, open minds. Do not know what that means. Open air. I guess, is the stroller like an open air stroller? I find it hard to imagine that there would be any like vacuum sealed strollers, but there's also eat clean, play dirty. Is there food in this box? The stroller's also 100% edible, so eat clean and play dirty, baby. Not sure what I was doing with my hand there, but you also can't forget about the deck of Share the Wild cards they gave me. Veer, Share the Wild. What the hell? These like business cards? All-terrain switchback system. All-terrain switchback system. Oh, these are like flashcards for memorizing like the features of your stroller. All-terrain switchback system. All-terrain switchback system. And then of course on the back you have the answers to these questions. A whole new way to roll. A whole new way to roll. A whole new way to roll. I grew more and more suspicious as the unboxing process went on, and there was literally no mention of tactical baby gear anywhere. Welcome to Veer. It was all just Veer. Hello, welcome to a world of adventure, a world designed for raising the wild in every child. We look forward to seeing your adventure at #VeerGear. What company did I order from? I later looked it up, and it turns out that Veer is also a stroller company, and they have their own stroller called the Switchback System, which is like virtually indistinguishable from the tactical stroller. Anyway, the tactical stroller is obviously just some kind of collab between Veer and tactical baby gear. Literally the only difference between the tactical stroller and the switchback system are two little pieces of camo on the tactical stroller and two tiny printed logos that say tactical baby gear. Two very important modifications that totally justify the extra $50 that you will pay for the tactical stroller. So Veer's switchback system could actually be a slightly cheaper alternative to the tactical stroller. Just as long as you're a woman, because that stroller is clearly not designed for a man. Whoa, Nelly, dude. Look at the size of this wheel. I'm gonna ram this thing at a curb so hard when I get it put together. I thought this would be more like rubbery, but it's kind of like hard, smooth plastic. I don't know if that's what you want. I want this to feel like a dirt bike tire, so I can really take my future children off-roading. Some sort of handle, okay. I can only imagine that this attaches to the kid. You can pick it up. Show it to people. And then this is a little sunshade. And just when you think it's not tactical, it becomes tactical, that is. Okay, so why in step 1 is the stroller already completely built with the wheels on it and everything? Kind of feel like that should be step 1 then, getting the wheels on, because right now it's just a bunch of pieces. Despite the instructions being a little confusing, putting together the stroller was actually pretty easy. Ooh. And in no time, I was sitting pretty. It's nice that they implemented a grown-up mode. Like before you put in the baby seat, it's big enough for a grown-up to sit in, which is pretty nice. So that way, you know, sometimes the baby can push you. All right, and just like that, gang, I think we've got ourselves a stroller. How do I sit the seat up more? Squeeze and slide the trigger on the seat back. There's a trigger on the seat back? Just in case. Here comes a real gripe with the tactical stroller. While I was fiddling around with the adjustable suspension system for the first time, I noticed something truly unacceptable. I was trying to see if I could notice the difference on the suspension between the lowest and highest setting. So let's change it to 6. See how that feels. Okay, that is feeling virtually indistinguishable. But I couldn't tell just using my hands, so I decided to use my butt. So I got in the stroller, I bounced around a little bit, I changed the setting, I bounced around a little bit. I was having a wonderful time. Daddy, no. Daddy, please. It hurts. I didn't really notice a difference in the suspension system, but maybe it was just because I was having so much fun. I feel like either way it's gonna be bumpy. I don't know what to tell you, man. If you're taking your kid over boulders, they're gonna feel it. But when I got up, that's when I noticed a pretty substantial quality issue with this stroller. Okay, I hope I didn't fuck this up, but this like seat is super wobbly on here now. And I don't know if I did that. Was it like this before? I don't remember, but look how much look how wobbly that is. Is that supposed to be like that? Okay, there's a chance that maybe daddy did a little bit too much testing in the stroller as baby. At least that's what I thought until I was reviewing footage from before I sat in the stroller. And look, it's still wobbly. So the seat on my stroller is just like that. But then I was rewatching the commercial for the tactical stroller, and it's like that in there too. B, buddy, what good are wheels that can tackle curbs like a linebacker if your baby is shaking around in its seat like an Italian greyhound the entire time? Not cool. All right, I'm ready to test the stroller. I have with me one tactical stroller, but I can't test the stroller by itself, can I? No. So I went out and I found the most tactical looking baby I could find. Baby Chewbacca. And then I strapped a dumbbell to him so he would weigh as much as a regular child. Okay, now that's a healthy baby boy. This is a boy who's been drinking his milky, his Chewbacca milk. Now this is pretty good on its own, but I think that we can make this even more tactical, and that's by giving Chewbacca a gun. That's a healthy baby boy. Okay, so the child is ready to be tested, the stroller is ready to be tested. I got to thinking, the only thing that's not ready to be tested here is me. Tactical baby gear is missing one crucial element. Because what do moms have? Moms have their strollers, their diaper bags, their freaking baby carriers. But they also have their maternity clothes. So I went on Amazon and I found myself some tactical paternity clothes. Oh no, they're really small. I think I ordered the wrong size. Honestly, I don't even remember there being sizes. I feel kind of cheated by Amazon right now. Is this a children's costume? Oh. I think I found out the mistake that I made. On here, there's different heights that the costumes are for, and it looks like the one I bought is for people who are 4.1 feet tall, which I am not. I am taller than that, okay? As you can clearly see. Let me tell you why I think this is the perfect outfit for owners of the tactical stroller. The tactical stroller is for dads who don't want to be seen pushing their kid around in a girly looking stroller. This outfit is for dads who don't want to be seen with their child at all. I guess I gotta figure out how to get this thing in my car, because this stroller is huge. This is not your mommy's stroller. This is not your grandma's stroller. This is your daddy's stroller. Okay. Now, fucker, dude, how do you fold this thing? Wait. Oh! I didn't even know it was folding until it was already on the ground. If you asked me to do that again, I wouldn't know how to do it. It just happened. It has a tactical folding ability. It folds before the enemy can even figure. HelloFresh is without a doubt the most tactical way to eat, in my opinion. What's more tactical than hunkering down in your home this winter, holding down the fort, while you have delicious and nutritious meals covertly and tactically delivered to your home? It's wintertime right now in Illinois where I live, and the snow is coming down. And something that I really don't like to do when the snow is coming down is leave my house, especially not to go to the grocery store, which I hate doing anyway. Which is why I love having 3 HelloFresh meals delivered to my home every week. I don't have to go out in the snow. I don't have to get all wet and soggy. Not to mention the fact that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping, and it's cheaper than takeout by 25%. So HelloFresh is great if you've got New Year's resolutions, like not trying to spend so much on takeout, trying to eat healthier than takeout, or just generally trying to cook more at home. They've got over 35 weekly recipes to choose from, so no matter what kind of food you're into or what goals you're trying to hit, they have something that'll meet your needs. They've got carb smart meals, calorie smart meals, and they're just a delight to cook. So here we're cooking a gingery pork ramen stir fry. Prep time 10 minutes, cook time 20 minutes, so 30 minutes total. But they have some options now that are like so insanely fast to prepare, like this honey mustard chicken salad wrap that just takes 10 minutes to put together. So if you want to check out HelloFresh for yourself, then use those tactical little fingers to go over to HelloFresh.com and use my code TrulyGreg21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com, TrulyGreg21 for 21 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. And now let's get back to the video. It's time for test number 1. Can the stroller tackle curbs like a linebacker? I've come to my favorite curb in town. This curb is here in the Walmart parking lot, right next to this beautiful lake, this beautiful frozen lake, and it's time to slam him into this curb. At first I took him over nice and easy, like a normal, non-tactical parent would do. I sort of went civilian mode on the first one. That was pretty easy. Did that look good? Then I took it a bit harder. This is like
a parent in a rush. That felt a little more violent.
That one probably would have been pretty uncomfortable for a child. I could tell Chewbacca didn't really like it. He popped up into the air, dude. He looked surprised when it happened. And then lastly, I went pretty much full force into the curb. I ran. I did not slow down. I did not hesitate. I looked like I was on my way to platform 9 3/4.
And then we both fall in the lake and die.
Now look, I wouldn't advise doing this with your kid with any stroller. Anything above a normal walking speed had Chewie popping up. It certainly wasn't gliding over the curb by any means. So for a linebacker, it wasn't good. For a stroller, on the other hand, I felt like it did okay. The only thing that I felt like was holding it back from reaching excellence was the fact that the wheels are made out of hard plastic. I feel like if they were like real tires, there would be a little bit more give, and that would have been, a little smoother of a ride. But then again, I don't know. I don't know anything about this stuff.
One thing I will notice is that we got so tactical that the camo visor actually came down as a result of how tactically I handled that curb. And let's just do one more surprise one just for the sake.
Next, I transported my darling baby boy to a nature preserve so we could test the all-terrain claims from their website.
I'm getting pretty good at this. And it's actually kind of nice, taking this guy around and buckling him in. I think maybe I'm starting to get baby fever myself. Maybe I'd like to have a real life baby Chewbacca. Slam him into curbs and whatnot at dangerous speeds. What being a father's all about.
Terrain number 1, regular road. This thing handled remarkably well.
That was pretty good. I was pretty worried that because these wheels are like smooth plastic and not rubber that there wouldn't be enough traction, but this thing has grip, dude. I don't know if you could tell, but I was sliding around more than the stroller was, dude. I was about to spin out.
Its only downfall on the road is that it just had like a hard time taking turns. Terrain number 2, gravel. It also did pretty good. Even with the path being a little bit bumpier, Chewbacca didn't look like he was bouncing around too much.
I wonder if I turn these shock absorbers down. I wonder if that's gonna change anything. I feel like maybe he's bouncing around a little more now. I have no clue which shock absorber setting means more bouncy or less bouncy. I don't even know why that's on there. You'd always want it to not be bouncy. When does your baby need to feel like the road? Never. I have never met a baby that needed to feel the road.
The snow, however, is where things started to fall apart.
Whoa, doing a little bit of drifting here. Okay, this is definitely where the smooth plastic wheels come to bite you in the butt. Because I was definitely slipping and sliding on that, and so was the stroller. Yeah, look at that. That baby's going haywire.
But that was nothing compared to the last terrain.
The woods. Luckily with this stroller, that shouldn't be a problem. Oh, fuck. How? Dude, I was so worried I was gonna tumble over the stroller. I'm glad I got out of the way. What did I hit? Oh, I hit the root. Right off the bat, the forest is not looking good for this thing, dude. Especially little roots.
I tried again to just walk casually through the woods this time, but even the slightest blockage, whether it be branches or, again, roots.
Oh, it's another fucking root.
Would stop us dead in our tracks.
I'm feeling like this was not designed to be pushed in the woods. I'll say it. It's weird because this branch is definitely smaller than a curve.
I also tried to climb a hill. That did not work.
It's not gonna happen. It's not going up the hill. There's too many roots on the hill.
Bonus testing round! As we all know, you cannot truly be tactical unless you can evade your enemy. And you cannot evade your enemies unless you can hide in the woods. So you guys are gonna turn around and we're gonna go hide. And let's see if you can spot us.
God, there's so many fucking roots out here. Somehow Chewbacca ended up in there. Hey, buddy, that's not where the baby goes. Weren't you strapped in? Could have swear to God I had you clipped in.
So by now, I've pretty much tested all the biggest claims that the commercial has made, but I'm still not really satisfied. I still feel like I haven't really tested the core of this stroller. Is this thing tactical? I don't yet know how this thing handles in a real tactical scenario. So I need to take this thing on a real tactical mission.
The mission? Deliver this asset to the drop point without being shot by a gunman. Let's see how well this tactical stroller holds up in a real life tactical scenario.
I'm gonna start here without a gun. I'm gonna pick one up here, and then I'm gonna try to get to here. Let's do it.
On your mark, get set, go! That was not a good start.
The mission was not off to a great start. I had already been sabotaged and betrayed by my own stroller, and I felt like a sitting duck. But that's when I realized, what if I just use the stroller as a shield? Might not be winning any Father of the Year awards anytime soon, but pretty smart if you ask me. Eventually, I made my way over to my gun.
Oh, fuck, ow.
I got shot a few times.
Oh, fuck!
That kind of pissed me off, and then I decided I was pretty much done.
Got my butt! He got my butt!
So I desperately tried to make my way towards the exit.
Oh, fuck. Ow!
And then I escaped. After testing this thing in combat, I gotta say, does not really feel like it was designed for that. This thing is not meant to be pushed fast, as I've learned twice now, especially over any kind of uneven terrain. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what the tactical stroller looks like now. As you can see, it is in kind of sorry shape. The wheels are just coated in dirt and paint. The sides and back of this thing are also just splattered with paint. I honestly didn't even know we got hit this much, dude, but we are in real danger. Chewbacca's not looking too great either. His little seat is all dirty from falling in the woods, and he is honestly looking pretty sad himself. So yeah, that's the tactical stroller. It's pretty dinged up, but you know what? Even after being through all of that, it's not broken, you know? It's still kicking. Thank you guys for watching. Hey Greg, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a great day. This of course is another episode of weird shit that I found on Instagram. Every time I make a video about Instagram ads or Instagram memes or Instagram comedians, my Instagram DMs are immediately flooded with people who find similar things and they send them to me, hoping that I will make a video about those things also. It's kind of helpful actually, as someone who, you know, makes a lot of videos about these things. It's kind of nice to just have people send them to me. So if you find weird shit on Instagram, feel free to send it to me. My Instagram is Danny Gonzalez. But especially after the video that I made about Instagram ads, I got so many people sending me all of the weirdest Instagram ads that I couldn't not make another video about them. Now I know what you're thinking. That sounds like a lot of fun, and it does, and it will be. But before we have too much fun, I think it's important to remember that this chair sucks. I've been using this chair for a long time. It's a fine chair, it's sturdy enough. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's nothing fun or cool about this seat. It's a pretty plain seat. It just doesn't really do much for my butt. Or the rest of my body, come to think of it. But luckily, today's sponsor is SeatGeek. SeatGeek is an app that makes getting tickets to cooler, more fun seats way easier. You can get seats to football games, basketball games, Taylor Swift games, Kanye West games, whatever kind of games you're into. With SeatGeek, you can do everything on your phone within the app, including actually scanning to get into the event. They've got the best deals, and they have a scoring system that lets you know when you're getting a good deal and when you're not. And if you use my promo code GREG, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. So head on over to SeatGeek. You can use the link in my description. Thank you to SeatGeek for sponsoring this show. Guys, get your butt in a better seat. I'm sure a lot of you remember the last time I reviewed ads for mobile games on Instagram. They all seem to have this really weird strategy where they show a clip from the game and then the caption above it just makes no sense. It's almost confusing to the point where you have to download the game because you're just so confused. Here's an example of this strategy. It's a game where you're this little blob and it looks like you go around trying to knock people off of this platform. And the caption is, I never knew anxiety until I played this game. I've never felt anxious in my whole entire goddamn life until I downloaded this game, which is totally inconsequential in the grand scheme of things. Whether I win or lose in this game has no bearing on my well-being, but it was so stressful that for the first time in my entire life, I felt anxiety. And I know what you're thinking, yes, I do live a very privileged life. There's this game, it looks like all you really do is just zigzag back and forth, but it is the most relaxed game ever. This one's pretty interesting. It looks like you're just a little ball and you bounce from platform to platform and you try not to fall. And it's got Disney's Magic Cinderella's Castle or whatever it is in the background. And the caption for this one is, if you score 400, you can go to Disneyland. So this is interesting because, like, for the first time, it feels like an ad has a coherent phrase at the top. Like, I understand what it means. If you score 400, they're gonna give you a ticket to Disneyland, I guess, which is great. Tickets to Disneyland cost like $100 each. It's pretty impressive that an app would just pay for you to go just for getting like a seemingly pretty attainable score in this game. I think the problem that I have with this is I just kind of doubt it. I really doubt that if I download this game and get a score of 400, that they're gonna like mail me a ticket to Disneyland. So I decided I would put this to the test, download this game, and get to 400 myself, and see what happens. Fuck, no! Okay, the best I can get to is like 100, so I guess I'm not going to Disneyland. This very specific format seems to be actually pretty common with games. Here's another game where you like hit a ball and see how far it goes. And it says if you bounce 10 times, you can legally reach Pink Castle, which is just the Disneyland castle tinted pink. I can legally reach the Pink Castle. Was I not allowed to before? Why wasn't I legally allowed to reach Pink Castle? Why are they trying to keep me out? Come on, I'm a nice guy. Let me into Pink Castle. Legally this time. And then there's this one which says if you swallow Big Ben, you can go to Disneyland. If you swallow Big Ben? What the fuck does that even mean? Big Ben's like the giant clock tower in London. So if you swallow that, you might find yourself at Disneyland. And to prove it, right next to the picture of the game, there's a picture of this like skinned and gutted Donald Duck screaming in agony or maybe anger. You know, like you see at Disneyland. Man, I can't wait until I swallow Big Ben. I can go to Disneyland and see all my favorite characters, like Mickey Mouse with his arms torn off, decapitated Goofy, and skinned and gutted Donald Duck, who's very, very angry about something. Probably the fact that his stomach is gone. Here's another fun phrase. It's a little game where it looks like you flip, and then there's a picture next to it, which is a girl playing in bed, and a guy looking over her shoulder like, what the fuck are you doing? And the caption is, when she's tapping the game more than you. I don't understand that progression of emotions, because I think the fire is supposed to be like, sexy, like kind of hot. So it's like, she's tapping the game more than me? Oh, ah, ha, ha, ha. Oh shit, she's tapping the game more than me? Hell yeah, girl, you tap that game. You don't gotta tap me, as long as I can creepily look over your shoulder in bed while you tap that game, baby girl. There was one ad I saw on Instagram that it seemed literally everybody wanted to send me, and rightfully so, I think. It was very festive and applied to my life personally a lot. It looks like this game where you're a little pumpkin and you spin this sort of cylinder to try to fall all the way down. It looks like a pretty interesting game, but the caption and the picture next to it are even better. If you reach level 2, you're legally a pumpkin. Legally a pumpkin. I've never heard anything better in my fucking life. And all you have to do is reach level 2? Granted, I don't really know what kind of perks or responsibilities come with being a legal pumpkin, but I mean, it sounds great to me. So your bitch ass better believe that I downloaded this game and I got to level 2. That's right. And it took me about 15 seconds. All I had to do was spin this little cylinder while the ball fell, and then I got there. It was kind of weird because when I got to level 2, the game barely even acknowledged that I reached such a momentous achievement. It also didn't say anything about pumpkins. It said nothing. It just said like, okay, level 2. Do that now. So I don't know what that's all about, but I'm guessing that my new ID will show up in the mail pretty soon, confirming my identity as a legal pumpkin. So I'd just like to take this opportunity to say to my haters, I told you so. You said I'd never amount to anything, but now I'm a pumpkin. But guys, the Instagram ads that I really want to talk about today are quite a bit different than any of the ones I've talked about before. This will be a series of ads from probably the most fucked up looking game I've ever seen. It's a game called Game of Sultans. I don't really know if it's a popular game or if any of you have maybe even played this. Maybe you could tell me if the game is as fucked up as the ads are, but it seems to be advertising all over Instagram. The thing about these ads is it makes the game look like this really gross, like sexist and all around just like awful game. And I don't understand really how it's supposed to make me want to play the game. Each ad that I've seen and that I've saved is like a series of pictures, like one of those little albums that you can go through on Instagram. So the first picture is 3 women, and it looks like you're given a choice. It says, "Your Majesty, please choose a maid to serve you." So it looks like you're playing as like the king or the sultan of this palace, and you have to choose a maid. And it looks like you're basing this decision purely based off looks, as there's not any sort of resume that I can see. You're basically just trying to decide who's gonna clean your house best based on who is hottest. I've never known those 2 attributes to be a correlation, but I don't know, maybe the Sultan knows something that I don't. Ooh, the game's heating up a little bit. Now you get to decide, who would you choose as Empress? As Sultan, graceful and elegant as you are, you get to have your pick of any lady in the land. You can choose this woman, who you've got your arm around. She seems like quite a catch. She's sort of tickling the little hairs on your chinny chin chin. Or you can pick this crying woman who is pregnant with your child. And I think the body language is pretty clear in this picture who he's thinking about choosing. So it looks like you've gone from choosing a maid to getting someone pregnant, picking an empress. So what's next in the life of a sultan, you may be wondering? Well, it looks like the next thing for you is to pass on the crown. The kingdom has to live on after you go, so it's time to start having babies. So as sultan, you decide to have a child, and the newborn son is too ugly. What should I do? Oh no. Okay, so this is an interesting predicament. The Sultan has had a child, and it's too ugly. The newborn son is too ugly. Like, there's a certain amount of ugliness that the Sultan would accept, but this son, with his unibrow and his freckles, I don't know, he looks pretty much like a normal baby except for the unibrow. This son is too ugly. What should I do? What do you mean, what should I do? Like, there's nothing you can really do now about the baby's looks. Like, he's here. The baby is here. But let's see what the options here are. I'm guessing it's going to be something like you can choose to either, give the son up for adoption because he's too ugly, or you can love him just the same because no matter what he looks like, he's still your son. It looks like there's one button and it says dislike. So I guess that's your only option, is to just dislike your son forever. Ooh! Oh, the newborn son is too ugly. Dislike. I don't like you. I'm sorry, you're too ugly. And that is the only thing I will be doing, is not liking you. This game doesn't seem very fun. There's not many options. So you might think this ad is a little bit too far already, but things are really about to go off the deep end in this next picture. So there's this picture of this girl, and she appears to be crying. It looks like she's got something going on with her face, and she says, "My queen, please forgive me." So I guess we're the queen now. So I don't know what happened to the king or the sultan, wherever he is. He's probably off disliking his son somewhere. And the 2 options here are forgive her or slap again. I've already slapped her once? I feel like a monster, and I'm not even playing the game. It just put me into this situation where I've already slapped this girl once. I don't even know what she did. The game just assumes, like, yeah, well, obviously you're gonna slap her once, but what do you want to do after that? Like, are you gonna forgive her, or do you want to slap her again? If this is really in the game, I don't really think this game should be in the App Store. I mean, it's just a confusing premise for a game, first of all. Like, what even is this game about? Is it about even being a sultan? Because it kind of just sounds like being an asshole. Like, you're picking a maid based on looks, you're abandoning this woman you got pregnant, you're calling your son ugly, and then you're slapping this woman. The caption for this ad doesn't really help either. The maid conceived your child accidentally. That's a weird phrase. She conceived your child accidentally. It's sort of taking a lot of the blame off the dude, right? Like the sultan's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I might have had sex with you, but you're the one who accidentally conceived a child. Saying accidentally makes it sound like it was like a clumsy thing, like, whoops, oh, I slipped and now I'm pregnant. Would you ask her to give birth and promote her as a concubine? What's a concubine? Is that like a mix between a cucumber and a porcupine? A concubine is a woman who lives with a man but has a lower status than his wife or wives. The next ad for this game has some pretty good social commentary. Let's check it out. The first image shows 3 women again, but this time we see young girls. One is poor, one is noble, and one is rich. I think that this image is trying to make some sort of like social commentary about rich people, because the rich girl looks a little bit heavier. The caption says, Ottoman palace life. I was born 20 times before I gave birth to a cute princess. What does that mean? I feel like that's a mistranslation or something. But the result was accidentally fat. No one wants to marry her. Ugh. No one wants to marry my fat daughter. Do you know how many times I had to be born to have that daughter? So I don't really get what the picture's supposed to represent. Like, was I supposed to have a poor daughter so that way she'd be skinny? But don't worry, the next picture is worse. Jesus. Okay. The next picture is the rich girl from the previous picture saying, "Father, I need a hug." And the father saying, "You must lose weight." What? Okay, forget how fucked up this is for a second. Forget how fucked up it is that this dude won't give his daughter a hug because she's overweight. How is this game fun? Like, it just seems stressful to have to be this little guy who is getting stressed out about his daughter's weight. He's all worried about his ugly son. I mean, look at him. He's so stressed out about his daughter's weight. His face is all warped. He's got like shade coming over his forehead. It looks like he's in physical pain because his daughter is heavier than he wants her to be. But don't worry, because part of this game is putting your daughter on a diet so that she can become the ideal looking 18-year-old in your eyes. Wow. I thought this game was gonna be fun when you could have ugly sons, but now that I know you can put your daughter on a diet, where can I download this game? What an awful sounding game. Why is it an appealing idea for a game to even be this sultan who's just this like womanizing douche? I don't know, but now I'm kind of tempted to download it and see what it's actually like, if it's actually like that at all, or if that's just a bunch of like weird clickbaity stuff to try to get you to download the game. So I don't know, let me know if you want me to make a video about me playing that game, or at least seeing what it's like. Maybe I'll try it. Guys, holy shit, the response to my last video has been crazy. So for those of you who didn't see my last video, I basically recapped this entire story where Billion Surprise Toys took down one of my videos, but after a long effort and a little bit of reviewing my legal options, we got it back up. That was the video about Papa being replaced. There was the song at the end of it. I turned the song into a full version of the song to sort of stick it to Chad. That went up on iTunes and Spotify. It got on the top of the iTunes comedy charts for like 3 days. After I posted that video, it got back up onto the top of iTunes comedy charts and stayed there for like a week. It's also now my second most streamed song on Spotify, and it's probably gonna become my most streamed song on Spotify in a couple days. It's just crazy all the good feedback I've been getting on that video. I really appreciate it. And I think it just really goes to show how strong Greg truly is. If you don't know what Greg is, it's the name that I call my fans. It's my fan base, but it's more than just a fan base, it's a family. We're a family and we're an army. The strongest army on YouTube, in fact, and the fastest growing at that. So thank you guys for being so supportive. I'm really glad that you guys have enjoyed the song as much as you do. I've loved seeing your tweets and like Instagram videos of like you listening to the song with friends and stuff like that. That's awesome. As always, if you want to join Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Thank you, My Sister Wants a Corgi, for turning on notifications. You are truly Greg. I hope that your sister gets the corgi that she wants. I'll see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I am overcome with stage fright and I can't say a word the entire video. I think that we may be in the midst of the next big thing in sports. Today, my council of content, which just consists of one guy, his name is Robert, has put together a presentation on what can only be described as medieval knight fighting. I've seen one video of it already, and it appears to be the most insane sport I've ever seen. If you've ever been to medieval times, it's like that, but the people who are fighting actually want to hurt the other person. It's not a staged, choreographed fight. Medieval times would be much crazier if that's actually what was going on. I would 100% pay to go to that. I mean, this is what it is. It's basically like boxing or MMA, but they're wearing armor and they have swords. And I'm gonna be watching some of the videos from this event. Okay, this one is called Night Fights Knockout, M1 Medieval. So I think that is like the league of this sport. It's called M1 Medieval.
What do you think we're going to see in this fight?
I have no idea, Darren. This is probably the wildest thing I've ever seen.
Even the announcer's like, what do you think we're gonna see today? And the other one's like, I have no idea, dude. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. They just found out this was a sport. He's like, I have no clue, man. I thought I was going to a boxing event. I am very confused right now. They're not gonna hurt me, are they?
And that'll probably be one of the last times you actually see the faces as well.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of makes it sound like they're gonna die. This is the last time you're ever gonna see either of their faces. It is customary, of course, to, after the battle, feed them both to the dragon. So yeah, say goodbye to these two poor unfortunate souls. This will not be the last time you see this guy's face though. He seems very pleased with what's going on here. Is this the king who ordered this fight to happen? Okay, so we got some stats here: age, height, weight, and record. So this does confirm my theory that maybe this is kind of a new thing that is just getting off the ground. It seems like they've each only competed in 1 or 2 fights before. They've both won a fight. This guy has maybe tied a fight. Also, where is this taking place? This is beautiful. You're just in like the Russian mountains or something. I guess that's where this type of event should take place. Gosh, this is beautiful. If I was at this event, I can't tell which way I'd be looking. There's knights in front of me, but also like heaven in the background. My eyes are being drawn in all directions here. I'm also very interested in this that's going on here. What is he doing with both hands that he can't be holding the microphone himself? He has to be actively protecting himself from these two. These fuckers will try to hurt me if I take my eyes off him for 1 second. They're bloodthirsty. They're crazy.
The guy who needs to be in armor is the referee, because if one of those swords comes anywhere near him, he doesn't look very well protected.
That's a good point. No, this does seem very dangerous for the ref, especially if like the sword hits part of the shield and shrapnel comes flying off. He is not well protected. It does kind of seem like the announcers are just realizing this. Like, again, this is the first time this event has ever happened.
He doesn't look very well protected.
Hey, shouldn't that guy be in armor? Oh no, what are we doing? This is dangerous. All right, let's skip to the fight. Can we just see the fight here? Actually, before we start the fight, I assume there is gonna be some violence. I don't think there's any blood. I'll put right here if there's any like actual gore. I think they're like in their armor the whole time, and there's not actually any like bodily damage that you see. And for the YouTube algorithm watching this, for all we know, these could be robots. So this might not even be real human combat. These could be robots. In fact, I think they are. In my personal opinion, I think these are robots. We saw other guys put on the mask and then it cut, and now these are robots, so take with that what you will. Also, are they wearing dress shoes? Those dress shoes? Fancy robots.
Charges it. You got to think of the power of the shield as well with the left hand.
The knee, a clinch with the knee.
Okay, so the fighting is very interesting, first of all. This guy is kicking other guy. You know you have a sword, right? Very interested in the audience. We've got a variety of characters. We have like Andrew Tate, a cowboy, like a 1920s newspaper boy. People have traveled from all moments of time and space to be at this event, including the two participating. They actually are from the 1400s.
Oh, great kick. He follows it up with a right.
I feel like these fights have a potential to go on for a really long time because they're both wearing armor. What if they actually just, like, neither of them can win because they're like, you're in armor, I can't hurt you.
Shields again when they come together and they clinch.
Okay, something's happening now.
So because they both fell, because we still have
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh.
I think this might be the end of it here. I have a TKO.
The referee's asking questions.
Holy cow, dude. Okay, so he's okay for the record YouTube algorithm. That robot is okay. He's moving and he's fine. Everybody's fine. But oh my god, that was brutal. Where's his sword? What happened to his sword? The other guy was still holding his sword and this guy was just punching him. I don't think it's a good sign for your event that's supposed to be about like fighting with medieval weapons where the guy who wins is like, fuck these medieval weapons, dude. Let's go. I'm just gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna kick you and punch you. It does kind of seem like the referee waited a little bit too long to jump in there too.
And the
He walks over with the look of like, oh shit, you guys are still fighting? I forgot. I was totally spaced out. I was looking behind me. This place is beautiful. Stop hitting him. That's dangerous. All right, next we have an article. Welcome to the strange and barbaric world of medieval MMA. Crazy stuff. No, this isn't something from a movie. This is as real as it looks. Yeah, I would say it's definitely not a movie because this is not what sword fighting looks like in any movie I've ever seen. In movies, they're like, ting, ting, connecting sword, sword, hitting sword with sword. In this, it's like one guy flailing on the ground with a sword and the other guy like stomping his chest cavity in. The sword seemed like an afterthought. This is the crazy world of medieval MMA where the modern world of fighting meets the Dark Ages. Yeah, I can't exactly say that sounds like a huge selling point to me. I think the Dark Ages are generally thought of as some pretty dark ages, so
Not exactly sure I want to go back there. The gimmick was originally used as a filler between fights during events at M1, Russia's biggest MMA organization. Oh, so it was like a halftime show at a regular MMA fight? However, such was the interest from the fans after the first bout, M1 President Vadim Finkelstein decided to make it a full-time event and created the medieval division. It's crazy that it used to be a filler between regular MMA fights. Like, imagine if they started doing that with other sports. Like, the NFL's halftime show is like jousting. In between innings at baseball games, they have one man fighting a lion. Okay, now we have a TikTok. It says the actions in this videos are performed by professionals or supervised by professionals. I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna say these two aren't actual real knights, nor are there real knights supervising. Oh my God. Okay, he didn't even hit him with the axe. I feel like the guy who wins is always just fighting like a regular guy. He just threw him on the ground. He used the axe to help, but like, he didn't use the axe, you know? I feel like the only way to win this event is to convince the other guy he needs to be swinging his axe, and then you can get in there and just rough him up old-fashioned style. Or I guess not old-fashioned style. Modern day style. My God. Wait, where are they fighting? Is this like a CrossFit gym? There's like exercise, like medicine balls in the background. Yeah, there's a pull-up bar back there. Is this what CrossFit is? I wonder what the ratio of people who do these fights and do a second one is. I feel like it's 0. I feel like if I was in one of these fights, even if I won, it would be like the scariest thing ever and I would never do it again. It looks so painful. You're trapped inside of this armor. It makes it really hard to move, so you can't escape even if you wanted to. And sure, you have protective armor, but you're also getting wailed on with like a 30-pound axe. That definitely still hurts. I'm wondering if this is like the minor leagues or something, because the really big event was in this beautiful location and this is just in some kind of barn slash gym. I feel like there's definitely a big like gap in the professionalism of this event, but they still are decked out in some really sick armor. I wonder how much it costs to get started in this. You can't exactly start without the necessary equipment because you would die. You can't spar with someone and just be like, it's all right, we'll use the axes still, just no armor because we can't afford that yet. I feel like it's got, like, this has to cost thousands of dollars. This is a rich man sport, to be sure. Okay, now we've got knight versus samurai, an unexpected ending. The beginning is unexpected. I thought it was just knights. We're introducing different kinds of fighters into this now. The next one's like knight versus Navy SEAL, and he just has a gun. Yeah, they actually let you bring any weapon into this. It's totally fair. So I just sort of sniped him from the other side of the ring and I won, obviously. All right, well, let's see what the unexpected ending is. If it's just one of them beating the other one with their bare hands, I hate to say it, but it won't be unexpected. Oh, this one's kind of sad. There's like nobody in the audience. They got all dressed up. They put on their $1,000 costume. They trained for this. The loser will live with a lifetime of regret. And let's face it, recovery probably. And there's like 7 people there watching. Oh, his sword broke. That's the end. Okay, so in this one, when his sword breaks, it's the end, but in the other one, when the guy drops his sword on purpose so we can start punching the other guy, that's allowed? I guess this time they were like, whoa, 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 he lost his sword, we have to stop, this is too dangerous now. Dangerous for the other guy, I mean. The sword was a hindrance, it was holding him back. He's gonna kill the other guy now. Now we have a group war? This just goes to show how far we've come as a society, man. As we've grown out of certain things as a species, like, you know, having to hunt, we end up going to the gym so we can still get exercise because it's good for our bodies. Still have to go to battle with neighboring tribes. We just do it at like a Renaissance fair with referees. What is this, man? There's no strategy here. I hate to say it, I don't even know if there's skill. It's like, what do you don't, who are you even fighting against? Everyone's wearing the same thing. Are there teams? You're also wearing a helmet where you can see like this much. You don't even know who you're fighting or if you're fighting anyone. You could be on the ground and think there's people all around you and there's not. I really shudder to think about the long-term consequences of being in this sport for any amount of time, really, like more than one fight. And I can't imagine there's a lot of money in it, you know? Like, football has been proven to cause like head injuries and pretty serious lifelong damage in many instances. I'm gonna say this is worse. I'm gonna go out on a limb and assume that this is worse, and you don't even get to be rich as a result. With that being said, it is kind of interesting to watch, you know? If this became the next big sport, would I watch? Maybe a little bit. Or maybe not. All right, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time with another video. Bye-bye. What's up, Greg? I hope you're having a great day. Welcome back to my channel. This, of course, is another episode of Build a Boy Workshop, because today we're going to be learning how to build a better boy. At least I thought we were, because that's the name of the movie we're going to be watching, but it turns out it's not a tutorial at all. I thought it was going to be. That's the only reason I watched it, but I guess I'm not learning how to build a better boy today. Guess I'm gonna be stuck with this nerd. Hey! I feel like at this point I'm sort of on the world's slowest quest to watch every Disney Channel original movie, because I watch one every like 4 or 5 months, so I should be done by the time I'm 200 years old. But we're continuing the journey with this movie, How to Build a Better Boy, which came out in 2014. I'd never seen it before, and honestly, compared to the other Disney Channel movies I've watched so far, it's kinda good. I mean, like, compared to other movies, it's not good, but compared to other Disney Channel movies, it's got some decently funny parts. It's even got a couple good messages in there, but that doesn't mean that I'm not gonna complain about it still. So without further ado, let's complain about How to Build a Better Boy.
We're done. In 10 minutes? 9, actually. I appreciate your confidence, Gabby, but you're sophomores and this is senior calculus. Why don't you and May check your work?
I don't know why she's so mad at them for being good at math. It's math class, and she's the math teacher. Isn't that her job? Isn't that what she wants?
Why don't you and May check your work? Yep, still done.
Anyways, if you haven't guessed already by the glasses and the fact that these two girls are the main characters in a Disney Channel original movie, these girls are kind of nerds.
Gabby and Gabby Jr. Wrecking the curve. As usual.
Dorks!
Miss Shapiro, may we have hall passes?
And apparently they go to one of the schools where calling other students nerds right in front of the teacher is totally cool. Kind of weird that the teacher wouldn't jump in to defend them, but I think she thinks that they're nerds too. Now, since May is such a nerdy dork, she spends a lot of her time tutoring the school's biggest jock, Jaden, who's played by probably my favorite teen movie heartthrob, Noah Centaur Ayo.
So, the tangent.
Wait, why is she drawing a picture of him right in front of him? That's so creepy. And then she like quickly puts it away because she doesn't want him to see it. Like she's startled that he's there. You're tutoring him. Of course he's right there. You didn't think he was gonna start talking to you? Also, why does the paper she's writing this on look like that? It looks like an ancient scroll.
What's your deal? I mean, social life-wise. Are you going to homecoming?
Oh, is that this weekend?
It's the biggest weekend of the year.
I don't know. Gabby and I like to play it by ear. Us and all of our friends.
Is it just me, or is this how like 90% of Disney Channel movies start? It's almost like when they sit down to write a Disney Channel original movie, they all already agree that there's going to be a socially outcast girl, and the popular boy doesn't even know she exists, and she has a crush on him, and everyone dresses like a Gap commercial. The only thing they actually have to figure out is where they're gonna take it from there. Maybe she'll start a radio show. Maybe she'll join the musical. Maybe she'll start a band. Maybe her bones are getting squishy. Maybe she'll build a better boy.
I know this is gonna sound crazy. I feel like Jaden likes me. He needs you to do his problem sets.
You know he's the coolest kid in school when he doesn't know how to sit at a table. If there's one thing I've learned from watching teen movies, it's that cool kids never sit right. They don't know how. They have to sit on top of the table to express dominance. Or they gotta sit backwards in the chair like this to express dominance. Do you feel dominated right now? Later that day, May gets a text from Jaden saying he has an important question to ask her after school.
Jaden texted!
And May becomes convinced that he's gonna ask her to homecoming, which Jaden's girlfriend overhears, and she is not happy.
What brings you here? Jaden invited us.
May, you and Jaden aren't even on the same social radar.
Why do people even like you?
Well, I'm not the one trying to steal someone's homecoming date.
I mean, she has a point, right? This is Jaden's girlfriend. They're dating,
So, like, why would he ask May to homecoming? It does seem a little shady. I don't know if I'm supposed to be rooting for May at this point. She's trying to steal someone else's man.
See, here's the social radar. And over here is Siberia. There, that's you.
I love that one laugh at the end. It sounds like one girl wasn't laughing hard enough, so the director pulled out a gun and pointed it at her.
Jaden and I have been dating for like 17 whole days. And everyone knows it except apparently the school geniuses.
Another thing I've always thought was funny about Disney Channel movies is that they always cast adults to play teenagers. I think they just do that because it's cheaper and easier to work with adults than it is with kids. There's lots of laws around child labor, which I honestly support. I think there should be laws around child labor. But a lot of the time, the adults look way older. Like, look at this crowd of people. Some of these people look 30. What kind of high school is this? High school where everyone got held back 10 years?
Hey, Nevaeh, my bubble is totally unburst because I already have a boyfriend.
May, what are you doing?
See, my boyfriend, so cute, total hot burger, and his name is
Albert.
Albert.
Did she call him a hot burger? Ugh, what a gross way to describe someone. Yeah, my boyfriend? He's a steamy, hot, juicy ground beef boy. He's a hot, medium well, pink on the inside, cow meat baby boy on 2 whole wheat buns. And he's got 2 whole wheat buns, hun.
When can we meet this Albert?
Oh, well, he lives in Alaska.
So I guess the premise of this movie, the hero's journey here, is that May tried to steal this girl's boyfriend and then lied about actually having a boyfriend. So now everyone thinks she has a boyfriend and they all want to meet him, and she has to come up with a way to make her boyfriend real. Very likable main character right off the bat. Seems like she lies a lot. Very conniving young girl.
Oh, May, congrats on getting owned by Nevaeh Barnes. Yeah, it is all over our school's website.
Wait, it's on the school's website? Like just the homepage for the school that's run by faculty? They wrote that shit on the website? Today's top news, congrats to the wrestling team for taking home first place at state. And, oh yeah, May, a student here, a 14-year-old girl, got fucking owned by the coolest boss-ass bitch in school. God damn, she's so cool. But she doesn't even know I exist. Anyways, that's all for now. I have to go grade papers and feed my children because I'm an adult. Like, geez, who's in charge of the school's website? The math teacher?
A fake boyfriend? How are we gonna pull that one off?
Well, I'm not gonna create an online profile for some pretend boy. It's just creepy and lame.
Yeah, an online profile for a fake boyfriend? That would be creepy and lame. So instead they hack into May's dad's computer because he's a game developer working on some advanced AI and use it to create a virtual interactive boyfriend that they can use to fool the entire school.
Why don't we invent a better one?
What?
What if we make you a boyfriend? An interactive virtual boy?
So, you want to hack into my dad's secure network and build me some high-def boyfriend?
Phew! Dodged a bullet there, dude. I thought you were gonna do something creepy and lame. The twist, however, is that May's dad doesn't actually work for a game development company. He works for the US military. And the AI he's been developing isn't just for a video game character, it's for a robotic super soldier boy. Super soldier boy? Super soldier boy.
With this software, Albert could be totally virtual. He could text, call, and video chat all on his own. He'll be better than 3D. He'll be 3D-licious.
And he's gonna have 3 Ds.
Now, tell me your ideal male human.
Well, he'd be tall, with brown hair. No, blonde, with blue eyes.
Meowsers.
Blonde hair and blue eyes.
Meowsers.
Whoa, slow your roll there, May. You're getting a little too kinky. As they're putting in all this information about May's perfect boy, Gabby is entering it into the system, and every time she enters a new quality or some characteristic, the machine that's building the boy shoves like a vial of liquid into the robot's head, which... well, I don't really think that's how robots work in the first place. Like, I don't think programmers just put liquid into the robot. Like, this is brave juice. He needs to be brave.
Brave.
But I understand that they're just trying to show visually that what they're doing to the robot is having some effect on him. But what doesn't make sense, though, is that while May starts by giving characteristics like brave and sensitive, that are pretty common characteristics, and the robot is shoving the brave vial and the sensitive vial in the robot's head, she starts getting a lot more specific.
I want him to notice the little things.
With just one look, he would know exactly how I feel.
I guess that's the knowing exactly how you feel with one look vial of liquid that the military designed. It's just like, how many vials do they have? How many juices did they develop for this robot?
Going to homecoming with him wouldn't be awkward or scary like it would be with other boys. And when he walks into the dance holding my hand, it's just perfect. And everyone will be watching. And when we kiss, it'll be the perfect kiss.
So it's unclear why the system has started overloading. I guess they inputted too much information for the poor robot. Maybe it's too much for one soldier boy to handle.
System overload, cuteness factor off the charts. He's too fucking hunky.
Okay, there goes the robot into the human juice that makes the human. And then here he comes out of his skin bath, the most perfect boy to ever exist. And he gets up, he runs down the stairs, butt-ass naked, really fast, and right out the door. And he's gone. Damn, he's really fast. I guess he's in a hurry to accomplish his mission.
Gotta smooch my girlfriend.
Oh, May! Your new boyfriend just added me. Talk about gorgy McGorgeous. Whew.
What? Who created this page?
I didn't. He's already connected to half the school.
That's kind of a weird first move for the robot to make, right? His mission is to make it very clear to the whole school that he's May's boyfriend, and he's supposed to take May to homecoming and kiss her. That's his whole mission. And his first move is to friend request the most popular girl in school on social media.
Who created this page?
Also, the picture that he used for his profile picture, he's shirtless. Okay, so I have to make it super clear to everyone at school that I'm May's boyfriend. Step 1. And send to everyone except May.
Admit it! You created a fake boyfriend profile.
No, we didn't.
Oh, yeah? Prove me wrong.
Holy moly, there he is! And he's so cool! Look at those pockets! And just like all the other teens in this movie, he's a grown-ass man. I actually looked it up, and at the time of filming this movie, the dude who plays Albert was 25 years old. So not even close to high school age. He could have been out of high school for 7 years before filming this movie. So I guess we do have the answer to how to build a better boy. It's just get a man. Get a fully grown man. All the boys in my school are such jerks. I wish I had a better boy. A boy like Bruce Willis.
There you are.
What are you doing here?
My dad got transferred from DC.
So, let me just get this straight. You and May are dating?
No. It's more than dating.
Okay, if this happened to you in real life, wouldn't you be like terrified?
There you are.
You design what you think is basically just like a video game character on your dad's computer, and then the next day some guy who looks exactly like him shows up to your school, and he's like, "Hey May, it's me, your boyfriend. I've come to life. I'm a real boy now, May. And my mission is to smooch ya." He's just staring at you with his cold robot eyes. Vials of liquid are clanking around in his head. Because if that happened to me, I'm pretty sure I'd shit my pants. There's lots of dark undertones about him being a robot that kind of creep me out in this movie. Like, first off, where did he get the car and his clothes? Because he was naked when he came out of the skin bath. He didn't have anything. Where did he get all this stuff? Did he hurt someone? But the girls just sort of go along with it, and they're like, well, okay, I guess this is May's boyfriend now.
I'm not leaving here until my mission's accomplished. I'm going to kiss May at homecoming. A perfect kiss.
And the whole school loves him. He's pretty much May's perfect boyfriend. He rescues the frogs in science class from getting dissected, which May loved. He creates this like private lunch for 2 on the football field for him and May. I don't know how he's organizing all this stuff and why there's no consequences for any of this stuff from the school. Well, actually, I can think of one reason, because imagine how a confrontation with the principal would go. All right, buddy, well, I'm sure you know why I called you down here. You disrupted class on several occasions, you threw a football at a fellow classmate so hard you gave him internal bleeding, and you crushed a bully's skull between your bare hands. So unfortunately I am going to have to suspend you.
Negative. If I'm suspended I can't go to homecoming. My mission is to mac on my girlfriend at the dance.
Oh god, what?
You will not stand in my way.
Oh, fuck, my spleen!
Take off your clothes.
What?
I don't have any clothes. I need a suit for the dance. Take off your clothes, bitch.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Bitch.
Mean robot. All right, well now it's time for Albert to ask May to the dance. How do you think he's gonna do it? A big sign? Maybe writing her name in roses? Nope.
It's been said and done. Every beautiful thought's been already sung. I love you like a love song, baby.
Yeah, I was not expecting an acoustic cover of a Selena Gomez song to be in this movie, but this movie's full of twists.
Sir, the situation has escalated. We now have reason to believe that Black Sigma is after the X-17.
Black Sigma? What is that, a heavy metal band?
They're international arms dealers.
So the whole movie, the military is trying to get this robot back because he's their property. They designed him. But now apparently there's an international crime organization, Black Sigma, who's also trying to get their hands on Albert. Uh-oh. I hope they don't catch him. An international crime organization? That sounds pretty scary for Albert. Oh, so he's just gonna kill him. And he's dead. Okay, well, I guess he's fine.
Alaska! Shoot up!
Nipples! So Black Sigma uses this machine that like powers him down for a second, which apparently causes him to forget his mission, and he just like zooms off to go do his default mission, apparently, which is protecting the world from danger or something. He's just like fighting crime around the world.
Albert's system was temporarily shut down last night by an electro-pulse device. He returned to his default mission, saving the free world from danger.
He's forgotten all about his mission to kiss May, and I know what you're thinking. Thank God. But then the dance rolls around. May shows up to homecoming alone, obviously. But then somehow Albert shows up and just like goes to the dance with her.
I'm sorry I'm late. Worried?
I never had a doubt.
Huh? Why is he there? I thought he was doing his default mission. He's not programmed to be doing this anymore. Why is he doing this? This robot is like going rogue to take this girl to homecoming and smooch her. He's like, look, I know this isn't my mission anymore. I'm just doing this one for me. I'll be damned if I get cheated out of my homecoming smooch. Then May wins homecoming queen, and of course, since it's a Disney Channel original movie, it has to have that scene at the end where the main character gets embarrassed in front of the whole school or a large group of people, and then the whole audience has to join in and cheer for her to show that they support her. So that happens. I think they should have used a different mirror for this shot. Like, her face looks all smushed. Anyway, so the dance is going perfect. It's time for their big kiss. But May actually decides at the last second that even though this is exactly what she thought she wanted, it feels different in the moment, and so she doesn't want to kiss Albert.
I can't.
It's honestly a nice moment. I think it sets a good example for kids. It's a good message. Like, hey, don't feel pressured into doing things you don't want to do. And just because you said you wanted to do something before doesn't mean you want to do it now. And wait until things feel right. Do things at your own pace. All that's fine. What happens next, however, is very confusing. So I didn't mention it before, but the military is at the homecoming dance trying to make the kiss happen so that Albert can forget about the kiss and just go back to being the military's property and doing what they want him to do, what they designed him to do. But when May decides she doesn't want the kiss after all, instead of going back to the military, this happens.
Initiate self-destruct.
Yeah, he tells her to tell him to self-destruct so that he doesn't have to go back to working for the army. But like, why? He's a robot. He's not supposed to have any say in the matter. He's just programmed to do things. Why doesn't he want to work for the army? They never explain it either. They just kind of agree like, okay, so you're not gonna kiss me. Might as well blow you up then. Better that than you doing your job, what you were designed to do. Sure, they might have sunken billions of dollars into developing you, but if you're not gonna kiss me, then you might as well be dead. You might as well die now. And then he just blows up. But well, actually, he doesn't really blow up. He just sort of shoots off into the sky. So I don't know if he's still alive or what happened, but at least he's not working for the military. And folks, that's pretty much the end of How to Build a Better Boy. Anyways, thanks to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video. Guys, if you want to get mouth-watering seasonal recipes and fresh pre-measured ingredients delivered right to your door, then try out HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. Laura and I started using HelloFresh a while ago, and we absolutely love it. Pretty much every meal they've sent us has been a hit, so tasty, and also so easy to make. They cut out all the prepping and planning. They send you exactly what you need for each meal so that you can just focus on making the meal and get dinner on the table in as little as 30 minutes, sometimes even 20 with their quick and easy options. They make it really easy to live healthy and according to your diet with low-calorie options, carb-smart options, vegetarian and pescatarian options. There's something for pretty much everyone. Something that I really like about HelloFresh is that they're a pretty sustainable option. In fact, HelloFresh's carbon footprint is actually 25% lower than meals made from store-bought groceries. It's flexible to fit your lifestyle. Sometimes if Laura and I are too busy for HelloFresh, we just skip it for a week. You can also add dinners or lunches or extra stuff like garlic bread. And overall, they just seem like a great company. They've donated millions of meals to charity, and they're stepping up their donations even more amid the COVID crisis. So just more reasons to love HelloFresh. So if you want to try it out, then go to HelloFresh.com and use my code 10TrulyGreg to get 10 meals for free, plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com and code 10TrulyGreg to get 10 free meals plus free shipping. Thank you to HelloFresh for sponsoring this video, and thank you to you guys for checking out HelloFresh. All right, guys, well, that's the end of the video. If you liked it and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. Greg's not just like any other boy named Greg. Greg is a better boy. And if you want to be Greg, all you have to do is subscribe and turn on my notifications. Okay, well, bye.
This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. But you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now. Over now. So why are you still watching this?
What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of These Is Some Bad Commercials. So the other day I was at dinner at Outback Steakhouse, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw this commercial. It's for a product called the Tack Light. As the commercial went on, I slowly drifted off and just could not stop watching this commercial. It was just so weird that I wrote it down in my phone so I could remember what it was called and go back and watch it later. And I did go back and watch it later to see if it was actually as weird as I thought it was when I was at dinner, and it is. The Tack Light is part of all those as seen on TV products. I think they're all marketed by the same company because all the commercials have the same vibe. You've probably seen a million of them before, but all of the commercials are just so bad. I think they're all catering to very old people. You can kind of tell by the commercials. And so the marketing is just seems really out of touch and sort of predatory because it seems to advertise features that couldn't possibly be true. So a lot of you know this, but I have a Patreon, and through my Patreon I have a Discord server. It's basically like a group chat full of a bunch of other Gregs. And so I sent this commercial to them. A couple people started sending me a bunch of other as seen on TV commercials. So today I thought it would be fun to just go through and just watch a few of them. So I want to start with the Tack Light. This is the original commercial that I saw at the Outback Steakhouse.
Everybody has a flashlight.
Everybody has a flashlight. If there's one thing that everybody has in the whole world, it's a flashlight. It's a weird way to try to relate to somebody at the beginning of a commercial. Hey, we've all got flashlights, right? we all have flashlights, right? It's also weird to try to market a flashlight when you admit that everybody already has flashlights, but I guess this flashlight's better, so.
Everybody has a flashlight, but can your flashlight do this?
Can your flashlight light up an entire house? It's perfect for those times when you're walking alone at night and you hear a strange noise and you have to shine your light really quickly and you're like, oh, it was just a whole house. I was scared of an entire house, but it's just a house, so I guess I'm fine.
Or how about this?
I don't know if my flashlight can do that because I don't really know what the fuck that was. Just an old man standing with a strobe light flashlight and then another dude I bet your flashlight can't confuse people. Our flashlights will confuse the shit out of you.
The Bell & Howell Tactical Flashlight can. Similar to flashlights used by elite military units, the Bell & Howell Tack Light can do things no ordinary flashlight can do.
How can it do things that no ordinary flashlight can do? What kind of technology is this? It just made that burglar run away? This flashlight is so powerful, it turns big mean bad guys into little babies. Everybody knows that burglars are really just vampires, and if you shine light on them, their skin starts burning, and they have to crawl back into their little caves. If light will scare a robber enough to run away, don't you think a regular flashlight could do that? It's not gonna take a super powerful flashlight to be hey, I see you trying to break into my shit.
It's so bright, it can be seen up to 2 nautical miles away.
2 nautical miles? Oh, that's sick. That doesn't seem totally excessive. I can't tell you how many times I've misplaced my keys in the dark and I'm searching around for them, and finally I'm oh, there they are. 2 miles away, right where I left them.
And if that something that goes bump in the night turns out to be someone, only a Tack Light has a super bright strobe that can stun and disorient would-be attackers.
Self-defense mode. It will stun would-be attackers. You'll be completely safe using a flashlight as your main defense. Just pop it in self-defense mode and it will make them freeze immediately. I guess it will blind them or confuse them. I'd really like to see that shit work in real life. Like you hear something in the middle of the night, it's like an armed robber, and you turn on your flashlight, it starts blinking, he turns around, he's startled at first, and then he shoots you in the chest.
And it'll keep working when fully submerged in water. Even 212-degree boiling water.
That's perfect. I also tend to lose things in boiling pots of water, so this is really great. I always get mixed up and I'll like put my phone in a boiling pot of water and pour pasta in my pocket when I meant to do it the other way around. So this is perfect for that. I can just stick the flashlight in the boiling pot of water and then I found my phone. I also cook pasta in the pitch dark. That's why I need the flashlight.
Compact and lightweight, it goes where you go. So you can feel safe in dark places at night.
Wait, hold on. You can't just shine that in people's eyes. You just showed how it will like blind a robber. And here's this friendly dude just walking alone and this woman's like, who's there? And the dude's just like, whoa, hey, it's just me. Like as his retinas are disintegrating. Please stop with the light.
And there's never been a better choice for camping, fishing, or hunting. What else? 5 preset modes. It's made of high-grade aircraft aluminum.
Guys, you know you can believe this commercial because a big, strong man is talking about it. He knows about tactical flashlights. He's big, strong, and a man. So if you can't trust this guy about flashlights, I mean, who can you trust? Nobody. You can't trust anybody. You can trust this guy, but no one else. So that was the original commercial. It's for the tack light. It was pretty strange, right? The thing that caught my eye was the self-defense mode. I was like, are they really trying to tell me that a flashlight can stop a burglar? For how long? Like long enough for the police to get there? Like how does that scene progress from what we saw in the commercial? Do they both just stand there until the police get there? Like he's just flashing the light and the robber's just like for like 15 minutes before the cops show up? Anyway, here's another as seen on TV commercial for something called the Fun Slides.
Nowhere to run? Nowhere to ride? Now wherever there's carpet, blast off with Fun Slides, the amazing carpet skates that glide, slide, or ride. You decide.
Okay, so this product actually does seem kind of cool. I guarantee if I was 12 years old, I would want these. My issue with this commercial is that the methods that it uses to make the product look more fun. Like kids doing tricks and shit on these carpet ramps and rails and shit. No, who has a carpet ramp in their house? Are they gonna show like a carpet half pipe next? It's only fun if you have those things, like sliding across the regular plain ground is not nearly as fun as those.
More fun than socks on a polished wood floor, Fun Slides let you slide on carpet. But wait, there's more. Constructed of friction-defying super smooth plastic, secured by hook and loop straps, shock-free foam, and elastic.
These commercials also have a tendency to describe the materials that these products are made out of as if it's like the perfect combination of things, when really it was just like, this thing is made out of plastic, and also it attaches to your foot, and then it's foam so your foot doesn't hurt on the thing. They use all these terms, like the flashlight used like aircraft grade aluminum, and this is like shock-free foam and smooth plastic. Yeah, I hope it's smooth. It's for sliding on the floor. What, like, it's gonna be rough plastic?
Heel to toe, heel to toe. Just push off and away you go. Check the replay. Just push off and away you go.
Oh yeah, check the replay, because that shit was cool. I bet you never seen anything like that. How he's sliding on the ground. He ran and then he slid.
Face off with Fun Slides hockey. Dance like a maniac.
Dance like a maniac. These kids are insane. Look how they're dancing in this weird dark room. These kids are maniacs. Lock these kids up. They need help.
No matter what your size, anyone can fun slide.
Okay, why are half of these feet like adult man shoes? Who are these products really for? They're trying to like subtly advertise to dads for some reason. I mean, you know, if I was a dad, I would be getting these immediately. I'd be dancing like a maniac in these things.
Down the hall, around tables and chairs. Fun slide all over, but walk down the stairs.
Yeah, fun slide anywhere, but walk down the stairs. Walk down the stairs.
As a special bonus, we'll include our Fun Slides Tips and Tricks DVD that also features bonus footage of pro and semi-pro fun sliders getting extreme.
Bonus footage of pro and semi-pro fun sliders? Are there leagues for fun sliding? What the fuck is a pro fun slider? What does it mean that these kids are pro? Are they sponsored? Yeah, man, I'm hoping to qualify for the Olympics this year for fun sliding. I'm semi-pro right now, but I'm hoping to go pro. Oh, you don't know what fun sliding is? It's pretty cool. I run on the floor and then I slide on the
carpet. And it's all on carpet, so I never fall and hurt my little bottom. All right, this next one's really good. If there's any dads out there watching this video, you guys are really gonna love this next product. Something to probably put on your next birthday wish list? It's called the Potty Putter.
Oh no, you missed that putt again. You probably don't have enough time to practice. You can have more time to practice your putting with the Potty Putter, the amazing new toilet time golf game that lets you practice your putting on the potty.
Okay, you know who this is marketed to, right? This is marketed to dudes who would do anything to get out of spending time with their wife and kids. Honey, why do you take an hour to shit every time you're in the bathroom? Well, babe, you know I gotta work on my putt. I gotta work on my golf game. I would much rather sit on the toilet and with my pants down, hunched over a tiny little game of golf than come outside and play with the family. That's why I haven't eaten dinner with you guys in 3 months. I've just been in the bathroom, just putting. I feel like this is something Paul Zimmer would really like. It's one of those like sort of tabletop games.
Just aim and shoot the ball into the cup. Just think, all that extra practice every time you visit the job.
All that extra practice. Yeah, I'm sure you're getting a lot of really good quality practice shooting the same hole 7 inches from the ball to the hole over and over again. I'm sure that that's really helpful and not totally just a way to avoid your family.
Your Potty Putter is the perfect gift for the man on the go. He'll relax and think of you every time he practices putting.
He'll think of you every time he poops. If this guy hates his wife that much, he probably thinks of her every time he poops anyway, to be honest.
Look again how easy it is to practice your putting in the bathroom with the Potty Putter.
Look again at how easy it is. As if you haven't seen it enough already. I like how it just tells you to look again. Hey, look at it! Did you stop looking at our commercial? Hey, look again. They're probably worried like the old dudes watching this have like fallen asleep halfway through the commercial, and so they're like, hey, look at it again. Look at it, we're still here with the golf thing.
But wait, call now and we'll include the doorknob hangers warning everyone not to disturb you while you're practicing your putting.
A doorknob hanger? Why would you need that? Do people usually barge in on you when you're pooping? But now they're going to stop because you're playing golf while you do it? I thought my husband was just pooping, so I was gonna barge in like I always do, but it looks like he's got his golf hanger up, so I guess I can't go in there. I better not disturb. You know how he gets about his golf game. Real angry about his golf game. All right, here's a fun product. It's called the My Spy Birdhouse.
Everybody loves to watch birds.
No, they don't. Okay, can we stop starting these commercials with these blanket statements that aren't true? Everyone has a flashlight. Everybody loves to watch birds. No, they don't. I know what you're doing. You're trying to make people who do watch birds feel better about liking to watch birds. Don't try to make them feel better. Watching birds is weird, you creeps.
But what happens when they disappear inside their house?
They have birdie picnics. They eat worms.
What happens when they go inside their house? I don't know. It's anyone's guess. They probably transform into lizards. There's really no documented evidence of what birds do when they're in their homes.
Imagine if you could spy on the birds inside. Well, now you can with the My Spy Birdhouse.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna spy on the birds. We're gonna find out exactly what the fuck they're hiding. And then at dawn, we strike.
The see-through birdhouse that lets you spy inside without disturbing the birds.
Just a general question, is it considered spying if they can see your big-ass face staring at them from 2 inches away?
Wow, I can see everything.
I can see everything. The birds, they hatch, life is beautiful, but then before you know it, they leave the nest and the parents die. It's the circle of life. Mother Nature is cruel and unforgiving, a cold-hearted bitch with no remorse. But the circle of life continues. Life, happiness, death, destruction, despair. I can see everything.
It comes with an attachable two-way mirror, so you can see in, but birds can't see out.
Oh, good, so they actually can't see your big-ass face staring at them. Instead, they'll just see their own reflection. These are gonna be some vain-ass birds. Wow. Okay, so it looks like this one's called the Slob Stopper. I haven't seen this one yet, but right off the bat, this seems like the grossest name for any product I've ever heard of. The Slob Stopper? Ew.
Has this ever happened to you? Introducing the Slob Stopper. Forget messy spills and unplanned accidents. Just slip it on and enjoy your busy lifestyle.
What? It's a bib?
for adults. How often do you spill coffee on yourself? And why are you so busy that you can't slow down just a little bit so you're not constantly spilling coffee on yourself? Like, it doesn't take much self-control to not be spilling on yourself all the time. Also, what was the point of that scene? Was he like checking out that girl and he got so distracted that he spilled coffee all over himself? Oh no, I spilled coffee all over myself and ruined my chance with that hot babe. Huh, oh wait, that used to be a problem, but not anymore. Cause now I'm wearing a giant fucking bib covered in coffee. And girls love that.
Go to slobstopper.com and order today. Slobstopper. Bibs aren't just for babies.
Bibs aren't just for babies. They're also for psychopaths. All right, here's one last good one. It's called Quit It, Instant Pet Trainer. I have a dog myself, so I'm very interested to know how I can get my dog to stop being such a little weasel girl.
Tired of stressing yourself and your pet by screaming and yelling?
Get down! No! Bad dog!
Ugh, I'm so sick of constantly screaming at my dog. When she's licking me, when she's barking, when she's sleeping, minding her own business, when she's trying to eat. I'm just always screaming at my dog.
Sick of using ineffective and expensive training methods that just don't work?
I mean, look at this guy. He's clearly not in control of his dog. He's lost control. It's yanking him all over town.
Why beg him to stop and sit when you can make him quickly quit with Quit It? The all-natural way to correct and train any pet's bad behavior, guaranteed.
Wow, this thing looks like it's really gonna scare the shit out of my dog. I'm in.
Quit It uses your pet's natural instincts to quickly correct unwanted habits. Look, just like snakes that hiss when there's danger, Quit It emits the same hissing sound.
Wow, that's amazing. I didn't know that dogs were that scared of hissing. So you can buy the special can of air that makes a hissing sound. Do people not know that they can make this sound themselves? People don't know that they can just go sss, and that's the same. That's why people shush dogs. I don't know. Have you ever heard someone shush a dog? Shh. That's why, because dogs don't like that sound. This is just a can of air that makes that sound for you.
Just a simple press, and your buddy will freeze in his tracks.
He started running again. It didn't work on that dog, and they put it on the commercial anyway. He stopped for 1 second, and then was like, actually, nah, fuck it, I'm fine. Wow, guys, well, that was an amazing looking product. I think I'm actually gonna have to buy all these. These all look really great. Seeing all these entrepreneurs be so successful is really pretty cool. I mean, they just came up with an idea for a very bad product, and now they're selling it for $19.99 on daytime television, and I can't think of anything cooler than that. A lot of these commercials, like, will sell their products with features that are hardly even features, like the tack light with the self-defense mode. Like, will that really work? But it makes you want to buy the product more, even if it's not gonna work. I feel like I could sell the simplest product using these techniques, and I could get people to buy it. So, I mean, why not give it a shot, right? I'm a little entrepreneur boy. I want to make some money, so I'm just gonna make one of these commercials real quick. Yeah, so anyway, it's gotten to the point where I can barely walk anymore. I never get to see my family because I can hardly get out of bed. It's Are you tired of boring conversations that lead nowhere? Or pesky phone calls from people you don't want to talk to? Try screaming. Ah! Whoa, what? Ah! Okay, alright, what? I don't understand. Ah! I'll leave, I'm sorry, okay? Screaming can get you out of any situation, from awkward dates to boring meetings. Ah! What the fuck? Just take a big deep breath and start yelling. Ah! 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 What the fuck is wrong with this guy? And that's not all. Screaming can help train your dog, too. Ah! Look again at how it scares the shit out of your dog. And when you're in danger, screaming comes to the rescue. Order now and we'll throw in a do not disturb sign to let your whole family know you're busy screaming. And gain access to a complimentary web seminar where you can learn screams from pro and semi-pro screamers. Call today because peace is just a scream away. Pretty good commercial, right? But now you're probably thinking, wow, Danny, that's so cool. But now you got me all excited about this product that I'm never gonna be able to buy. I wanna scream, I wanna solve all my life's problems, but I don't know how because this product doesn't exist. It seems I've made the best commercial of all time without actually selling a product. But that's where you're wrong. Even though it is a joke commercial, I am actually selling this product. I'm selling Screaming. All you have to do is go to learntoscream.net, and if you order it right now, you will get the web seminar where you'll learn screams from pro or semi-pro screamers. And it's probably the most ambitious business venture I've had to date. You know, most as seen on TV commercials will be like $19.99 or something. This product is $4.99. If you don't want to spend $4.99 to make your life 1,000 times better, then maybe Screaming's just not for you. But for the rest of us, I'll see you guys over at learntoscream.net. Alright, Greg, well that's it for this video. I hope you liked it. If you're new here and you're not a part of Greg is our family here on YouTube. We're the strongest fan base on the internet. We're actually the fastest growing channel on YouTube, which is crazy to me. I mean, I never thought that that'd be possible. Don't look that up, but it's true. Greg is just the name that I call my fans, so if you want to join Greg, just hit that subscribe button and turn on my notifications. Greg isn't like all these other families on the internet. Everybody tries to say that their YouTube family is a real family. Like, yeah, are you all blood related? I doubt it. But Greg is. So if you... There's some great items in there. Rep the Greg family name. Alright, well that's it for this video. Thank you Meredith Ives for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I'll see you guys soon with another very interesting video. Bye. What's up, Greg? So I'm a big fan of the Bachelor and Bachelorette series. And by big fan, I mean I watch it and complain the whole time because it's not exactly how I want it to be. But lately I've been feeling even more so like the series has just taken a bad turn. There's really dumb producer created drama on the show. Because of this, I've sort of been on the lookout for new reality dating shows to watch. I found out that MTV has a bunch of old dating shows that I've never seen before. I've heard people talk about them, but I've never actually watched them.
Curvy girls make my junk twitch.
And I've sort of fallen down a rabbit hole, but this one in particular, it's called MTV's My Own, has been keeping me awake at night.
Welcome to my palace of pink.
The concept for this show is so bizarre. Before I tell you what it's actually about, I want you to picture what you think would make a successful dating show. Like, what would actually lead to a relationship that lasts longer than just the episodes of the show? What do you think is most important? I personally think the main person, the person that everyone's trying to date, making sure that they are like a well-adjusted person that has the ability to form normal, healthy relationships with other people and will like you for you and doesn't want you to be someone else, because that would be weird. So this show is about helping people who are obsessed with celebrities find someone who looks and acts as much like that celebrity as possible so that they can basically have their own personal version of that celebrity. That's why it's called My Own. There's episodes about people who are obsessed with Beyonce, P. Diddy, and the show tries to connect these people with someone who looks enough like Beyonce to sort of quell this person's desires, to make them kind of calm down about the whole being obsessed with Beyonce thing. Now, this show took place between like 2005 and 2006, so a lot of the episodes aren't available online anymore, but I found one on YouTube and I watched it, and it is every bit as weird as you would think. It's actually probably even worse.
The only woman for me is both naughty and nice. I want my own pink.
So at the beginning of the episode, we're introduced to the main character, Nick. Nick isn't looking for a Beyonce or a Kanye West. He's looking for his own pink. He wants his own personal pink. And this whole intro segment where they introduce this guy is just them sort of like listing and showcasing a ton of red flags.
You and me, Friday night. What do you say?
Kind of like they're just normal personality traits. This guy's room is one of the weirdest single man rooms I've ever seen. I know there's this kind of stigma about single men that they live in these ridiculous living situations with like no furniture or like decorations or anything. I wish this guy didn't have any decoration. It seems like his room is literally just a full-sized bed and white walls covered in posters of pink. There's also caution tape all over the walls and a danger sign on the front door of his room, which is kind of considerate actually, now that I think about it, because I do feel like you need to be warned before entering his room, especially if you look like pink, apparently. That danger sign means danger. If you come into my room looking like pink, I'm gonna try to marry you. You will not leave without becoming my lawfully wedded wife.
Welcome to my palace of pink. There's so many things that I love about pink. She can sing, she's animal friendly, she does gymnastics, and she's the type of girl that I want around with my friends.
Those are the things you like about Pink? Those are the only things this grown man who's obsessed with a female celebrity likes about Pink, really? It's kind of funny how they're trying to make it seem like he doesn't just want to sleep with her. They're trying to make it seem like he's into other obscure parts of her. He says she's good with animals. Is that something she's known for? I guess I don't know that much about Pink, but really? He's just like making stuff up? Yeah. The reason I want to meet Pink so much isn't for any creepy reason. She's so charitable and she's honest. I've never heard her lie. She never lied to me. She never talked to me. She's never seen me at all, actually. But I've seen her every day outside her house.
This is my hermit crab, Pink. Ow!
Ow! Fucking bitch-ass crab! Ugh! Pink would never do that, dude.
Known Nick for like 15 years, one of my closest buddies.
Then we're introduced to some of Nick's friends who give us a little bit more perspective on who Nick is as a person.
Help us find Nick his own Pink.
I'm just trying to picture this show like approaching his friends to be on it as well and telling them like, hey, we're making a show about Nick. We're kind of exploring his obsession with Pink. And they're like, oh my God, thank God, finally. Are you gonna help him? Are you gonna try to get him help so that he can move on with his life? And the show's like, no, actually, we're gonna make it way worse.
I don't remember the last time Nick got a date with a girl, but his obsession with Pink is definitely getting in the way of his love life.
And a show like this definitely will not help if he realizes there are women who are willing to be his personal Pink. Also, even ignoring the Pink thing, I feel like that might not be the only reason he hasn't had a date in years. I think there's a good chance he has more going on, and the Pink thing is just kind of like the most obvious, glaring issue. Like, if you took away all the Pink posters in his room, he would still have just an empty room with a bed and a crab. So I think it's safe to say that there's more going on.
I met Nick when he was the captain of our football squad back in high school. Nick's living on another planet, and it's Pink.
I feel like they skipped a lot of the story there. I met Nick when he was the captain of the football team. He had a lot going for him, man. And basically, to make a long story short, now he can't leave his house because he's too busy staring at posters of Pink on his wall. This show might as well be called What If We Ignore the Real Problem? So they put Nick and his friends in the car, drive him to the studio, and they get ready to meet all of the contestants. One thing I'm noticing is that The Bachelor and Bachelorette are usually filmed at this like nice mansion in Malibu. It's a very romantic setting. This is filmed in like an office building. What is this place? This does not look like the type of place you would want to go to find love. This looks like a FedEx. All right, let's meet these contestants.
You know what? It's time to bring the ladies out. What do you say, guys? Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Come on, ladies.
Yeah, let's bring the ladies out. Let's see these ladies. They better look like Pink. So the ladies come out. They each give like a short statement on who they are or why they think they would be a good Pink for Nick.
What's up? My name's Lacey, and you need to pick me to be your own Pink so we can get into some trouble later.
As these women come out and make their little jokes and vie for Nick's love, I have to wonder, what reason do any of these women have for wanting to win this show? I feel like the prize in this show would make your life worse. Having to be this guy's Pink? What girl dreams of marrying a guy who's obsessed with another celebrity to the point where the only reason he even likes you is that you kinda look like her? You're just gonna spend the rest of your life knowing that, like, sure, you look kinda like Pink, but you're not Pink.
My name is Crizelle, and you should choose me as your own Pink because I am the ultimate rock star, and I'm gonna rock your world.
Rock it, baby, yeah!
Oh no, dude, he's already too excited. Rock it, baby, yeah! It's one glimpse of a girl that reminds him of Pink, and he loses it. Yes! Yes, finally! So from here, the girls have to compete in a series of challenges to see who would make the best Pink.
Drop it like it's hot, dude. I'm bumping the rock. Guess I won't be getting in any trouble with her.
So I thought it was gonna be like going on a date with him to see how he vibes with them, see if they remind him of Pink at all. But the first challenge really threw me for a loop.
So let's get started with a few trivia questions for you. In what state is Pink's hometown, Doylestown, located?
Okay, wait, so they have to know personal details about Pink?
Pennsylvania.
She's got it, guys. She's got it.
And they do know personal details about Pink?
What does Pink's husband, Carrie Hart, do for a living?
A dirt bike rider?
How do they know this? Wait, so they don't just have to like look and act like Pink. They have to know intimate details of Pink's life. Why is that important? It's kind of making it seem like they don't just have to seem like Pink. They have to actually pretend to be Pink. Because once one of them wins the show, they might be out to dinner and Nick might be like, hey, what's your favorite kind of candy again? And they'll just have to pull it out of the tops of their heads. Nerd ropes. My favorite candy is Nerd Ropes. He's not just looking for someone someone who's like Pink. He is looking for someone to pretend to be Pink for the rest of their lives. Last challenge of this show is gonna be sewing a pink skin mask onto your face. Gross. Why did I say that? It's also kind of interesting because Pink is known for kind of having an attitude, being a very confident woman. I feel like there's about a 0% chance that Pink would ever do a show like this, which is the funny thing. The show just ends with Nick being like, and the winner is... none of you guys. Yeah, none of you guys really seem that much like Pink to me. Pink would never do a show like this.
It's time for Nick to eliminate 2 of the girls who don't know enough to be his own Pink.
And my 4th and final choice is Dominique.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Not regret this.
You got the 4. Dominique is hot, just like Pink.
She doesn't look like Pink, but she is hot, and Pink is hot, and, well, they both breathe air, and they both sort of eat food, so I guess she is kind of like Pink after all.
Ladies, congratulations. You're that much closer to becoming my own Pink.
Ugh. All right, next challenge. They have to become gymnasts.
Hello, ladies, and welcome to Anti-Gravity Sports. Before Pink became a rock star, she spent her childhood as a gymnast, and now it's your turn.
That's right, apparently Pink did gymnastics when she was little, and so these girls have to also learn gymnastics for some reason. I guess maybe it might come up on a date at some point in the future with this guy, like, hey, Pink did gymnastics when she was little, so she should probably remember some gymnastics, like a little bit of gymnastics. And he might want his girlfriend, who is pretending to be Pink, to do a little bit of gymnastics.
She is good.
She's good. Too good. Not like Pink at all. Pink is not very good at gymnastics anymore. You're out of here, dude. So then they compete in some gymnastics, and based on that, Nick makes a few more eliminations.
And my 3rd and final choice is...
Oh, and they cut to a commercial break midway through the eliminations for some reason. I guess this is like a big cliffhanger. I'm not really sure how. I'm not at all invested in any of these girls. I know so little about them. The only thing I know is if they know trivia about Pink and can do a little bit of gymnastics. Are there people at home rooting for one of these girls? Is that why this would be a cliffhanger? We've only known these girls for 12 minutes. I can't imagine forming that strong of a connection with them in that time. I want Dominique to win so bad. Her story is so inspiring. She deserves this. Ever since she was a little girl, she's wanted to be someone's personal Pink. She's got this in the bag.
Violet.
Fuck! The 3rd and final challenge is that these girls have to perform a Pink song for Nick. They have to get dressed up like Pink. They've got to bring the attitude. They've got to bring a great vocal performance to win Nick's heart.
The only concern for you. Lucky girl, stupid girl.
It doesn't make any sense. Why do any of these challenges matter? Do they think that this is what Pink's day consists of? She wakes up in the morning, she gets questioned by her husband on where she grew up and like what record label she was signed to first. And then she goes to the gym to remember just a little bit of gymnastics. And then she comes home and does a personal performance for Nick. Yeah, that's probably what Pink does. I guess when you only see someone on the screen, you just kind of assume that what you saw them doing on the screen is what they're always doing. Whoever wins this show, she like goes home with Nick, and then that night she like gets in bed and she's about to go to sleep with him, and he's like, whoa, hold up, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, we're gonna go to sleep now, right? And he's like, no. I have never seen Pink sleep. I don't think she does that. If you're gonna be my personal Pink, you can't do that. The only things I've seen Pink do are sing and dance and talk about having done gymnastics. So if you're not doing one of those 2 things, then I'm sorry, but you're not Pink. You're just some random ass girl. And she's like, I am some random ass girl. We met 3 hours ago. All right, it shows them prepping for the challenge, which is for some reason in a recording studio. They're recording the song, I guess, even though when they perform it live, they're not lip syncing. So I don't know why they had to record the song. And then they do the performances. And right off the bat, this girl looks so much like Pink, and none of the other girls look anything like Pink. It's so obvious that she's gonna win. But they put her first and then make the other 2 girls try to follow that up as if they have any chance of winning against this girl that actually looks like Pink. They do okay given the circumstances. I mean, they're probably just confused, perpetually confused about why they're here and what choices in life led them to be here. But maybe this is what they want. Maybe they have like pictures on their wall that just say like, guy that is obsessed with Pink. And that's their dream guy. That's who they've always wanted to be with. But even if that is the case, they definitely squander the opportunity.
Maybe if I act like that, That guy will call me
You did not impress.
It's time for Nick to bring down the lights on two of our hopefuls as he picks his very own pink.
All right, it's time for him to pick his pink. Who's it gonna be?
Ladies, all these performances were great.
No, they weren't.
Unfortunately, I can only pick one of you to be my own pink. Desiree, I loved your performance, and you just look flat out hot.
Desiree, I loved your performance. Actually, honestly, who am I kidding? I wasn't paying attention to it at all because you looked so fucking hot. So there's 3 girls here and he only gets to pick one. It'd be kind of nice if his friends got a pink too, just for the trouble, you know? I mean, they helped with a lot of this. I think their own personal pink isn't too much to ask for.
Lacey, it's not you.
I like how the contestants who get eliminated don't leave once they're eliminated. They just get the lights turned off on them, and then they get to watch in the dark as the only girl that looks like pink wins.
Violet, it's not you. Desiree, congratulations. My own pink.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for them. Can I go home now?
Desiree impressed me from the start. She looked like an Olympic athlete, and she rocked it on stage with her performance just like Pink would. Now that Desiree is my own pink, I'm looking forward to getting into some trouble.
The ending is pretty lackluster, honestly. It just kind of like ends right here with them walking off together. We don't know what happens next, if they go on a date or anything like that. Honestly, maybe a good thing, because I'm not really sure if I want to know what happens next. I feel like best case scenario, and probably most likely, they walk off of this stage with their arms linked, and then once they get backstage, they just sort of split up and walk in opposite directions, don't even look at each other, and just never see each other again. It's either that, or this girl probably has some really weird stories to tell. So I guess it's just kind of up to our own interpretation. It's kind of like the end of Inception. You kind of get to decide what you think happened next. Do you think they got married, or do you think they're both dead? I don't know. Anything's possible. Guys, I've never really been the type of person to want to spend all my money decorating my living space with pictures of a celebrity that I adore, but honestly, thanks to today's sponsor, Current, managing my funds is so easy that I really feel like there's no reason not to. That's right, I went to Walgreens, I took my Current debit card, and I bought a picture of Tom Holland. I printed it out, I made the poor sap working at the printing station print out a big old picture of Tom Holland for me. Got my poster. And now I'm gonna put it on my wall. For those of you unaware, Current is banking for the modern age. It's banking entirely on your phone. I also bought this Scotch tape with my Current card. Current is hassle-free. They've got no hidden fees, no annual fees, nothing like that. They don't try to hide things from you like a traditional bank. They're very transparent, and it's totally free to sign up. You sign up, everybody gets a Current debit card, just like this one, so you could go and you could buy your very own Tom Holland poster. My favorite thing about being sponsored by Current is their generosity during these integrations. They're always giving away money to my followers just for signing up for Current. In fact, just over the last year, Current and I have given away $25,000 to people who watch just my videos. And today, we're giving away another $5,000. Shouts out to people in the past who have won before. People such as Stephanie Rod, 85, Stephanie Santo, 9, Linda Rebecca, Very Not Straight. All of these people have been paid by Current. How cool is that? Today we're going to be sending 10 people who use my code, Danny500, to sign up for Current. $500. They'll be chosen at random, so you don't have to be quick or anything. Just head on over there, sign up. In a couple weeks, we will select the winners and send them $500. Nothing else to it. So thank you again to Current for sponsoring this video. Very cool of you guys. And thank you to you guys for checking out Current. Thanks for watching the video. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on all of YouTube. Please do not look that up. And I will see you guys next time. Goodbye. What's up, Greg, and welcome back to another episode of Sexy Chicken Man. That's right. Today we're talking about none other than A Recipe for Seduction, which, if you haven't heard, is an original mini movie that is a partnership between KFC and Lifetime. It's sort of a Christmas movie, sort of a romance movie, sort of a hot, sexy fried chicken origin story. It's trying to be a bunch of different things at once, but one thing that it is not trying to be is very good. I think they forgot about that part. Or honestly, I feel like they kind of tried to make this cringy on purpose because they wanted people to talk about it. I mean, it is kind of a weird idea. It's a Lifetime original mini movie about a girl who falls in love with Colonel Sanders, or this movie's version of Colonel Sanders. I don't think he's a colonel in this movie. The internet was sort of buzzing about this movie when they announced that they were releasing it, so today I will be giving my review of A Recipe for Seduction. So the movie starts out at this dinner party. Maybe it's kind of the mom's fault that the family's finances are in such disarray. Because you know what? It sounds like they're in a lot of debt, and the mom's first move is to hire the head chef of like a wildly successful fancy restaurant that it takes years to get reservations at to come and be their personal chef, their personal family chef. That sounds extremely expensive. How about if your finances are really in shambles, either you marry the Garibaldi or you cook your own food. How hard is that? One of my big critiques of this movie is that, in my opinion, Harlan doesn't really seem like the ideal main love interest for a romance movie like this. He's good looking, don't get me wrong. He's played by Mario Lopez, who's, you know, he's a stud. But the character himself is not very charismatic or charming or really even very interesting. In fact, in this first scene, he comes off as like really shy.
Oh.
Who are you?
Jessica.
Oh my gosh.
I better get back to work.
This whole scene, he's just kind of like silently standing there with his arms behind his back, just kind of like, I just don't really understand how this is going to lead to any kind of romance developing. But I guess maybe what they're going for is more of a soft-spoken guy, because Jessica's current boyfriend, Billy, is kind of the rich asshole type, snob, very loud and obnoxious. So maybe it's a nice change of pace for her. Also, the hair was kind of an interesting choice by the makeup department, wasn't it? Like, I mean, it's clear they wanted to make him look a little bit like Colonel Sanders, so you know who he's supposed to be. But the hair dye they picked kind of looks like that like spray-on color that you would get from Party City if you're going to like a football game and you want your hair to be the color of the team. But the team that he's rooting for is the old guys. The goatee looks pretty realistic. I wonder if that's his actual hair color, but this is clearly fake. This looks pretty real, but they don't look the same, which is also throwing me off. Already falling for this dude? How long is it? We're 5 minutes into the movie. How much time has passed? I'm sorry, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this has all happened over the course of 24 hours. Like, at the beginning of the day, she met Harlan in her pajamas. Then in the afternoon, they went on that walk. Now it's evening again, and she's back in her pajamas. And the conversation that they showed us was like so minimal. The only thing that happened was she was like, so tell me about yourself. I don't know, I've got a secret recipe that I think is pretty good. A secret recipe? Yeah, it's not really a big deal. It's just chicken. I think I'm in love with you now. Oh, okay. That's cool. Nice. Hey, you're talking to my bitch. This is my bitch. Ah, leave me alone, dude. Get your own bitch. I don't know you. Maybe it's just because this movie is only 16 minutes long and they're trying to fit like an entire movie's worth of plot into this 16 minutes, so they're making the passage of time really unclear. But honestly, things are moving very fast. We're already 5 minutes into the movie and she's falling for another man.
Have a great date. I'm gonna hop in the shower.
Love you.
Stop. This is the gross police. You can't do that. You need to stop because this is getting weird. This is getting gross.
I'll take care of this.
So Jessica's mom, who for some reason her name is Bunny, which I don't understand, but this widow wabbit is apparently having an affair with Jessica's boyfriend? So what even is the conflict of this movie? Because from what I understand, someone needs to marry this dude Billy, and Jessica doesn't want to. But the mom, whose problem this is in the first place, is having an affair with him. Why don't they just get married then? The mom and Billy, they both like each other. Why is there even a conflict in this movie in the first place? I don't even understand why Billy wants to marry Jessica. It seems like they don't really get along. So now apparently Billy's motivation isn't just that he gets to marry Jessica. His motivation is that if he marries Jessica, he gets to keep hooking up with her mom.
Gross.
Ah, there it is. Harlan's secret chicken recipe. And what a recipe it is. Secret recipe. He writes out on a piece of paper, you know, like you write a secret. This is a secret. So if you find it, just know that I wanted it to be a secret at the time. Chicken. A little extra, whole? Quarters? Drums? I don't know. 9 herbs and 2 spices? No. Maybe this should be, how about instead, 7 herbs and 2 spices? And one thing's for sure, there better be salt. Too much? Too little? Signed, CHJ. And then he drew a little piece of chicken on there for good measure so that he remembers what a piece of chicken looks like. Now, I can clown on this recipe all I want, but it does lead to the coolest line in this entire movie being uttered by Billy. Like, never talk to them again. $500,000 to go away. Holy shit, that is an absurd amount of money. I mean, I guess I knew that Billy was ballin' out here, but like, that is just That is just a gross abuse of your funds, dude. Have some sense, man. Not to mention the fact that, like, they could just fire him, right? And then he'd probably leave and move on. You could just tell him, hey, Jessica and I are engaged. Also, you're fired, so you gotta leave. I mean, this dude's a successful chef. He was the head chef at a very popular restaurant. I'm sure he's got other gigs lined up. Like, he'll go somewhere else and move on. But instead, they pay him $500,000 to leave. What?
Hey, I was just thinking about you.
How dare you tell anyone about my chicken recipe? I know I told that to you in passing like it wasn't a big deal, and I didn't tell you not to tell anyone. And you didn't even tell anyone the actual recipe, you just told them that I had a secret recipe, but still. Where do you get off? Look, I'm too old for this gossiping shit, okay? I mean, look at me. I'm either 70 years old or 28. Now take your check and tell your boyfriend that he can't buy me off. I'm gonna keep on pursuing you, even though I'm pissed at you.
I don't want Billy. I want you.
Except I'm not pissed at you anymore, because I love you now. The end of the movie is very weird and happens very fast. I know what'll make my girlfriend want to marry me. Not being nicer or trying to reconcile with her. No, that won't work. How about I kill her family's personal chef right in front of her? I think that'll do it.
Billy, stop. Billy, stop!
Just standing still. Billy, stop! Billy, stop! Billy, no! Oh, I wish I could do something because he's literally about to murder someone right in front of me, but the director didn't give me any blocking in this scene. Billy, no! So he's eating chicken, so I'm assuming by now, like, Harland has made his dreams come true, and he's now the owner of KFC. So it's kind of funny that he says, I found him, like it's a really big deal, like he really had to do some sleuthing. I found him. He owns an extremely popular fast food restaurant, and the logo is literally his face, and it's on giant signs outside of every single one. And there's like, I don't know, tens of thousands of them. I don't know how many KFCs there are. Anyway, you get the point. That's the end of the movie. If you want my review, honestly, it wasn't horrible. It was weird, but I feel like that's pretty par for the course for Lifetime movies like this. And also, I definitely think they tried to lean into the cringe a little bit because they knew that this is a weird idea. My biggest complaint really is that this movie was so short and they tried to cram so much stuff into it. It's only 16 minutes long. Also, I watched the trailer before watching this movie, and the trailer literally has like every plot point in it, so I feel like I already knew what was going to happen before I even watched the movie. All in all, I'm feeling a light to decent Greg out of 10. And that'll pretty much do it for this video. So if you like this video and you're not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing army on the internet. We are the strongest army on the internet. And we are the sexiest army on the internet. That's true. We all got dump trucks. We all got big old dumpers. So if you want one, then just subscribe and turn on my notifications and you'll be Greg. Okay. Bye.
This video is over now. Over now. Go find something else to watch, or just watch this video. I know we had a lot of fun, but you can't stay on this end screen forever. No. This video is over now, over now. So why are you still watching this?
What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of Coming to Terms with Our Own Mortality. Aging and getting older can be really tough, realizing that you're not the same young guy that you used to be. The other day, I was trying to fix my hair, and long, white, very thick hair fell out of my hair onto my lap in front of me, and I picked it up, and I looked at it, and I thought, this is probably one of my dog's hairs that got into my hair for some reason, but it would suck if I started getting white hairs pretty soon. And I get the feeling that I'm not really alone in this fear of growing old. It seems like a lot of other content creators also have this fear. I know I've talked about Brent Rivera and his friends before a lot on this channel, but they do this thing a lot where they pretend like they're in high school and they make videos about being in high school or about being kids or teens when they're all at least 20. I think the twins are even 21. They'll make videos like this where they pretend to be in high school. They even went to some high school. I don't know if it's their old high school or something to make a video. I can't even imagine like going to my old high school to make a video about pretending to be in high school. Like I can't even look at my old high school without I don't know, pooping? Like, can you imagine being in high school and like every now and again these old guys will come by to shoot a video for their YouTube channel to make it seem like they're in high school? It's just really weird. Brent also has all of these videos on his YouTube channel that are called things like 15 lies every kid tells, how parents see things versus how teens say things. Just all these things that really make it seem like he's trying to just hold on to his youth for as long as possible. And it's a little bit sad, but mostly just creepy. It's like, dude, you're not in high school anymore. Just stop making videos about being in high school. Now, when older YouTubers or content creators post videos like this, it's not only weird and kind of like predatory and creepy, it's also usually not very relatable at all. Like this video that's called Walking Alone versus Walking with Your Friends. When you're alone, you automatically get bullied, you get your paper smacked out of your hands. But when you're with friends, you walk into school and you immediately take your shirt off. That also adds another level of creepiness to shooting at some high school that you don't go to. Just like, hey, you know that dude who graduated like 3 years ago? Yeah, he's in the hall with his shirt off, making a YouTube video. Lele Pons also recently posted a video called High School Bully. And I think that this is a really good example of when someone who's not in high school makes a video about what it's like to be in high school that is not like high school at all. It starts off with this dude who's apparently the bully who walks up to this entire group of kids and just asks them all for lunch money. Lunch money, now! First off, the whole lunch money thing is a cliche, right? I don't think anybody ever actually gets bullied for lunch money. And if they do, it's usually just one person. You don't just walk into a crowd and say, everybody give me your money. I'm the bully. And I'm here for all of your lunch money. Like, cause what is he gonna do? Is he gonna beat up all of you? No, obviously not. Anyway, the video's about Lele Pons coming to the school as like a new kid and she sees this bully and she wants to learn about his backstory. So Lele asks this dude who totally looks like a high school student and not some 33-year-old guy. She asks him what's up with this bully and he tells her his whole backstory, and apparently the bully used to be a nice kid, but then he got his heart broken and so then he decided that he wanted to become a bully. First off, this video implies that like a kid who bullies other kids in high school just decides one day that they're gonna be a bully. Like they're looking in the mirror and they're like, yeah, I think I'm gonna start punching kids at school today. Anyway, he takes off his braces and his glasses, also implying that like bullies don't care about having straight teeth or being able to see. And then he emerges in this like jean vest with wristbands and eyeliner like he's a goth bully from an early 2000s movie. Like looking at this video, it's clear Lele Pons has never been bullied in her entire life. It seems like no one's ever even been mean to her. And the only reference for someone who's mean she's ever seen is the bully from Fairly Odd Parents. And the fashion is like a conscious choice. He's like, okay, I'm gonna start punching kids at school, so now I have to start wearing eyeliner to school also. Anyway, the video ends with Lele deciding that she wants to try to change the bully because she thinks he's just some heartbroken kid. So she walks over, and this time the bully is standing around the same group of people, but just asking everybody to do his science homework for him.
Where's my science homework? I said I needed it today. How do you think I'm gonna turn it in?
Hey, don't do that.
You have my science homework?
No, I don't have your science homework.
Then who has my homework?
No. To be honest, that doesn't really seem like bullying. It just sort of seems like this dumb kid who forgot to do his homework is like pleading with everyone to help him. Anyway, Lele asked the bully on a date.
Because I want to go on a date with you.
And for a second, it seems like the bully facade starts to fade away. But then he gets distracted because he sees some other kid he forgot to ask about science homework, and then he runs off chasing him. And that's the end of the video. So the moral of the story is you can't change bullies. They're always gonna want to steal your science homework. There's just like so many things in this video that like just don't make sense. It's like a video for high school kids about high school kids written by someone who isn't in high school, and quite honestly it seems like has never even stepped foot in a public school. It seems like there's been a big problem for people who make this super relatable content. I feel like this stuff sort of started on Vine when it would be like, white people be like, or girls be like, and boys be like. Very surface level relatable stuff. And over time, these Viners have transitioned to Instagram and YouTube, and they've sort of run out of these like surface level things to make videos about, and so they've just sort of run out of ideas. I think it's pretty apparent if you look at Hannah Stocking's YouTube channel. She's got super relatable titles like Dating a DJ, which I think is something that we've all done, or Runaway Bride, which is a very common issue plaguing the high school students of today. Hannah Stocking also has a knack for trying to appeal to high school kids with her videos. This video she posted recently is called Timed Mile in PE. The mile is something that people talk about a lot, is something that they really didn't like about high school. It's a pretty commonly memed about thing. So this should be pretty low-hanging fruit for Hannah Stocking to make a pretty relatable video about, right? Wrong! First off, we have a cast of characters here that seem to range from like being maybe 22 to 30.
James! Jonathan?
Right here.
Berkey!
Hey, can we just hurry up so we don't have to do anything?
No. Today we're gonna be running 1 mile. Hey.
Woo!
Stretch it out.
Why?
4 laps in under 15 minutes.
This video has very weird pacing, if you haven't been able to tell already. We're like 30 seconds in, and it's just already very awkward to watch. It's like, you can sort of tell that they like got on set with a vague idea of what they were going to film, but they weren't entirely sure. That's how a lot of like Hannah Stocking and Lele Pons videos, they're all like this, where it's just like, well, we have the basic idea of what we want to do, and shooting a video is very easy and not complicated at all. So let's just figure it out when we get there.
Hey, what's up? Hey. Cool. Oh yeah, me too, totally.
Yeah.
Hey!
I'm out of here.
Hey, you're expelled! Expellation!
That moment when your gym teacher expels you, that crazy moment when your gym teacher has the power to expel you. High school was crazy, man. The gym teacher was just expelling kids one after another. You're not listening, you're expelled. You're trying to get out of this? Expelled. Those gym teachers had way too much power.
Got a doctor's note. All right, that's fine, yeah. Sit out, no worries. What's your excuse?
I got in a car accident.
Do you have a doctor's note?
I do not. I'm so much pain.
Get over there and start running! Come on!
Oh yeah. Yeah, we all had that one gym teacher that was physically abusive and made kids with crippling disabilities run the mile.
Remember, 4 laps!
Yeah, look at this dude. In what world can this guy pass as a high school student? He's like jacked, and he's got a 5 o'clock shadow, a more than 5 o'clock shadow. It's an 8 o'clock shadow at least.
On your marks!
Anybody else thirsty?
Get set!
Okay, so this is a skit about running the mile, and I think it really revolves around the characters in this video. There's different types of kids in PE class when running the mile. You've got the kid who tries way too hard, of course. You've got the girl who's not trying at all. Obviously, every gym class has that.
Is that a frappuccino?
The kid who runs off into the mountains the second the mile starts. Well, actually, wait. And the kid who comes to school the day after getting into a serious car accident without a doctor's note. We all know that kid. That classic character. Ooh, and the chubby slow kid. Haha, yeah! Then there's this weird part where Hannah gets like heat exhaustion and starts hallucinating and sees this like wizard guy who's also her coach. Yes, this is something that I know I certainly have experienced and can relate to on a very deep level. Hallucinating in gym class every day. Anyway, they finally finish the race. Everybody cheers on the chubby kid. He finishes the race last, obviously. And then the coach congratulates them for all finishing the full 4 laps. But then the chubby kid's like, wait a minute, I thought you only said we had to do 1 lap.
I thought we were just doing 1.
And then this happens.
We're going again!
Again?
No! He makes all of them do the whole mile again, just because one kid didn't do the whole mile. This is another video about common high school experiences. It's called High School Rivals. We all went to high school, and we all had high school rivals. This video starts off in a classic classroom scenario. They're sitting in a room made of cinder blocks, so I guess they're either in prison or a storage unit.
Now, I wish the Olympics today would last a lot longer, so I'm gonna make it a project. It's simple. It's simple. All you gotta do is make the Olympics part of your week and then come back and let us know how it goes.
So this is how the story is set up. The teacher gives them this vague-ass project. He just says, make the Olympics part of your week and then come back and let me know how it goes. There's like, there's no criteria for making the Olympics part of your week. Just somehow do something Olympic related in your week and then come back, and you don't have to write a paper or anything. Just Let me know how it goes. I'm just curious.
Guys, we have to get an A on this Olympics project.
Let's go get some lunch so we can brainstorm some ideas and be prepared.
Vultures!
I'm not messing with these vultures, man. We shouldn't go this way.
Yeah. We gotta go the long way home.
We've never been that way, are you sure? That's East High's territory.
Spooky old vultures.
Oh, man!
That's our rival West High!
Cracked my neck.
Looks like West High is crossing over onto East High's turf.
Uh-oh, so now they were walking home and they got deterred by some vultures, which happens so much when I was walking home from high school.
Spooky old vultures.
They came across these kids from their rival high school who were just playing on a playground for some reason. And now it looks like they're having this like West Side Story kind of standoff. Did this ever happen in high school to anyone with their rival high school? The most confrontational that our high school rivalry ever got would be like me occasionally saying to my friends, I wish our theater program was as well funded as theirs was. And that was about as savage as things got over there.
You know what happens when you come to our turf, right? We're gonna have to battle. You guys, I'm scared. What do we do?
I don't know, don't we have to go home and do our Olympics project?
But they're our rivals. We can't back down. We gotta battle. Yeah, we gotta battle, guys.
So let's battle them. We'll battle you. Olympic style!
It's a beautiful sunny day here in downtown Los Angeles, where two competing high schools are competing in their very own Little Olympics.
The plots of these are so confusing. They met their rival high school and they wanted to battle, but they also had to finish this vague Olympics project. And so they're gonna just combine the two things and they're gonna battle these kids with this Olympic style competition. The news is here for some reason. They have a referee. They have this whole thing set up. I mean, they must really hate each other to work together so well to coordinate this whole thing. I mean, this is a whole event. You gotta really hate somebody to organize an entire event around kicking their butts. Anyways, the rest of the video is just them competing in these weird made-up events that are somehow Olympic-like. You're probably wondering, well, do they get an A on the project? You never really find out. They finish the whole competition and the ref is about to crown a winner when one of the kids gets picked up by an awful looking CG vulture and carried away, and the video just ends with everyone screaming.
Rip its wings off!
Do you see what I mean when I said, like, they have the basic idea of what they're going to do when they start filming, but they don't really have, like, the ending finished or anything? Because it seems like they filmed this whole video, and then when they got to the end, they had sort of forgotten what the initial conflict of the video was. Like, the initial thing was to try to get an A on their project. Then they get sidetracked with this competition thing, and then that doesn't even end. This kid just gets carried away. There's, like, no resolution to any of the subplots. It's like they just stopped the plot. So Hannah Stocking is 26 years old. She hasn't been in high school in probably 8 years. My point of making this video isn't that you're not allowed to be over 26 years old. That would be very drastic. No, actually, you know what? I'm changing my mind. You're not allowed to be 26 years old. Everyone above 26 must be put to death immediately. My point is that if you are 26, you shouldn't be trying so hard to, like, appeal to teenagers. What I do when I make videos is I try to make things that I think I would like. Things that relate to me. Things that I think I experience that other people experience as well. And that's what I think resonates with people. But when you gain this, like, following by trying to say what you think people younger than you should be feeling or like thinking, and you also try to like relate to them like you're one of them, it comes off really, really bad. And then also when she does brand deals and stuff, which she has, they're also very cringy. She's got a few where she just like literally reads from a teleprompter about like scientific studies and stuff.
Your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that's in charge of planning and decision making.
It's so obvious that she's just like reading like that. But when you're doing brand deals and stuff like that and you're trying to sell things to kids too, that just makes it that much worse. Anyways, that's the lesson for today. Be yourself, and if you're What's What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of I Am Not at My Desk. I am on my couch. That's because today is a very special video. Actually, I should hide those. If you can tell that it's wet right here, it's because of my dog. She licks her paws and it gets wet on the... I didn't pee on the couch. So I posted on Instagram about this, but for those of you who don't know, I recently just became a full-time YouTuber, which means I don't have a job now, basically, or this is my job, I guess. So first off, thank you guys for that. I've really always wanted to do this. It's pretty crazy that there's enough of you that actually watch these videos for me to do this full time. So I had this moment the very first day that I became like a full-time YouTuber. Laura left for work and I sat down and I got ready to do my first full day as a YouTuber, and I just was like, oh, wait, what do I do? And I spent pretty much the entire day trying to figure out what a full-time YouTuber does. And from what I could tell, it's not a lot, aside from making videos. So I was a little bit bored the first day, and I thought back to a video I made about a month ago where I reviewed these products from As Seen on TV commercials, and particularly the Fun Skates. And I thought, man, if I had a pair of those right now, I wouldn't be so bored. Then I also thought I could make a video about it or whatever, so I ordered them to play with, and I ended up ordering a few products from these As Seen on TV commercials, some of them that I reviewed in that video, and then one extra bonus one that I'm gonna try out as well. So that's what this video is going to be today. It's me fulfilling my childhood dream of playing with the carpet skates. Also, I'm wearing my own face on my shirt. You might think that's a little bit narcissistic. I do too. I also do, but how else am I supposed to promote the new merch? DannyGonzalez.store. So I'm gonna start with the fun slides.
Nowhere to run, nowhere to ride. Now wherever there's carpet, blast off with fun slides.
So I guess I'm like an unboxing channel now. All right, guys, welcome back to Unbox Boy XD. Today we're gonna be unboxing the fun slides. So what can we expect from these? Well, I think I remember the commercial saying you can do tricks. It's just as fun as sliding on socks on a hardwood floor, and you can dance like a maniac. I think that was my favorite part of the commercial. So if I can't dance like a maniac in these are gonna get a pretty bad review from me. Oh, it's got instructions on the back here, thank goodness, because these seem really difficult to use. Here's the instructions. Use with athletic shoes. Place a carpet skate on the floor with gripper grooves facing forward. Place your heel against the elastic heel and strap the slide foot back until the hook and loop foot strap will come over. This seems like way too... This is like a paragraph of instructions. Don't you just put your foot in it and slide, right? How difficult can it be? And at the end it says, now you're ready to have fun. Prior to use, read all cautions below. Oh shit, there's like a caution section on here. Assembly instructions. Does this not just come as a... Do I have to assemble this? Okay, anyway, let's check out the cautions. Caution, always wear flat-bottomed, rubber-soled shoes, such as athletic shoes. Use only on carpeted surfaces, away from stairs or obstacles. I remember that from the commercials. Walk down the stairs. Stay away from stairs with these things. You'll fucking die. Adult supervision recommended for those without skating experience. The joke's on them, because I am an adult. I bet they never thought an adult would be buying these for themselves. Ages 6 and up. That's not a problem because I'm 23 years old. Please retain for future reference. I will make sure to keep this caution for future reference just in case I'm going out skating with some friends and I need to make sure that I'm being safe. All right, well, here are the skates, and yep, I have to fucking assemble them. What? They couldn't just do this in the place where they made them? How hard is it to just put this together? This should not be something that you need to assemble when you get. Let's see, are these slippy? They feel kind of slippy. It'll fit on my foot for sure. On the side, it has real comments from real kids. Greatest invention ever from Keenan in King, North Carolina. Let's see if these things live up to our expectations. The instructions are printed on the inside of the box, almost like they want to make it as hard as possible for you to figure out how to put them together. So I guess I have to take apart the box. I hope I don't damage the caution so I can use that for future reference. Okay, so let's open the box here. Fuck, I ripped the instructions! Oh god. Alright, now we've got the instructions. That was difficult. Guys, they have the instructions printed on this side, and then on the other side, they say, go to funslides.com for additional products from the creators of Fun Slides. Tips and Tricks DVD. This DVD includes tips and tricks for fun slides, carpet skates, and pro and semi-pro fun sliders getting extreme. Fuck yeah, I want to get extreme with these. Okay, wait, does this not come with it? I thought this was supposed to come with the tips and go to funslides.com for additional products. I don't get the free DVD? For pro and semi-pro tricks? Now I'm gonna look like an idiot in these things because I don't know any fucking tricks. Not to mention I don't have the trick stick slide rail and I don't have any of the carpet ramps in the commercial either. I'm gonna look like an idiot. Oh well, maybe it'll still be fun. Okay, for maximum performance, use with athletic shoes. Maximum performance. I like how they pretend that this is like a extreme sport, is sliding on carpet. For maximum performance, use athletic shoes. Now I remember in the commercial, it made a really big deal about the high quality construction of these, which is kind of bullshit because I'm having to construct them myself, so I think the quality really depends on how well I do it. But I will say, the smooth plastic and the foam feel very premium. This isn't a $1 carpet skate. You're really getting your $19.99 worth of this. $19.99. In all seriousness though, this foam is very thin. I feel like this is gonna provide little to no comfort on my foot. Maybe you want it to be more firm for what did it say? For maximum performance. I really want my performance to be maximized in these when I start dancing like a maniac. Wow, we're having fun now, gang. We're firing on all cylinders here. Oh yeah, look at that. 2 completed fun slides. It does have labels of front and back on here. That way you know when you put them on which one's the front and which one's the back. You don't want to get that mixed up or you'll probably get into a really serious accident. Probably go to the hospital. Might end up in a coma. Let me put my feet in these bad boys and see how it feels. Oh yeah, that's some smooth plastic right there. All right, well, I'm ready to get sliding, I think. Let's test these out and see if I can do some fucking tricks or at least get semi-pro with these things. So actually the first thing, it said in the cautions to only use these with athletic shoes, so I need athletic shoes first.
What sort of athletic shoes do you have?
Do you think these are athletic enough? I don't want to get in an accident.
I don't know, shake them? Yeah, they sound pretty athletic.
The commercial said that these are supposed to be like as fun as sliding around a hardwood floor in your socks.
Well, how much fun is that?
I don't know. Also, I have a hardwood floor, and I only have like a 5 foot by 5 foot space of carpet in my entire apartment.
That goes right into the window.
You can slide, you can do tricks, and you can dance like a maniac.
You can dance like you've been locked up in a penitentiary. Whoa, dude.
Okay, so first impressions, these actually are very slippery. It's a lot more slippery.
Whoa, dude, careful. Hey, all right, you good?
I was playing it up a little bit, but then I actually genuinely slipped.
Ooh, damn. Let's see the spin. I want to see the spins. There you go. Okay,
check that out.
Dude, that's pretty sick.
Yeah.
I want to see tricks now. I want to see like a rollerblader grab. Ooh.
That's pretty good, right?
Damn, you're like Brink, dude. Can you grind? Damn, dude. Dude, these are like the new Heelys. We gotta do like a skate video. Go ahead. Oh.
They use this trick in the commercials where they have like these carpet ramps, which
who has a carpet ramp?
I know, you can do cool tricks on those, but it's like nobody actually has those, so it makes it seem way more fun than it is.
Yeah.
So, but I can make one.
Is that gonna support your weight? No way. Maybe quickly. Ooh, nope. Damn.
No, I heard it break. Maybe if I go real quick.
All right. Your head came so close to the teeth. End of video.
It did suggest that you should wear a helmet, which is the most
bizarre thing I've ever seen.
In your own home on a carpeted floor wearing a helmet.
Your wife comes home, what are you doing? Nothing.
I'm gonna try dancing like a maniac now,
okay, let's see that. You're a maniac. I need more arm movement. That's right. That's good.
I feel like a maniac. Alright, let's see what Peanut thinks about him.
Alright.
She doesn't like them! She doesn't like them! Alright, so final thoughts on these. Slipperiness, they're like a 7 out of 10. They're slipperier than I thought they would be, but he was just biting my foot. Great if you want your dogs to attack you. Yeah, they're slipperier than I thought they would be, but they're still not like that slippery.
How much were those?
These were $19.99.
Is that a monthly installment?
Yeah.
For a year?
This is 3 years of $19.99 a month. It'll end up costing me $3 grand when I'm done paying.
It's made of the Wakandan metal.
Yeah, it's made of vibranium.
All right, so are these worth a purchase?
If you don't have hardwood floors anywhere in your house and your house is covered in carpet, these would probably suit you well. Overall, I would give these a 6 out of 10. They are for sure slippery. Are they fun? No. The next product is not quite as fun, but is very practical. Or at least the commercial said. This is the Slob Stopper. Or it's actually an off-brand one because I couldn't find the actual Slob Stopper. In the commercial, this was used for men with busy lifestyles. They can drink coffee and spill all over themselves and not have to worry about getting it all over their suit when they're looking at hot chicks.
Forget messy spills and unplanned accidents. Just slip it on and enjoy your busy lifestyle.
So I got this really pretty patterned one because I still want to look good when I'm spilling hot coffee all over myself. And you know what? Honestly, there's not really much to say about this one. It is a bib. It's absorbent and waterproof. I feel like those are oxymorons. If it's waterproof, don't you want it to slide off instead of being absorbed? All right, well, I think the only way to really test to see if this works as advertised is to try it out in the car. I'm just like you guys. Really, when I get distracted is when I'm sitting in the car and I see a hot babe and I try to drink some coffee and end up spilling all over myself, and I totally ruin my chance with the babe. So that's got to be the best way to try this, as I am a busy guy with an on-the-go lifestyle. So let's go ahead and test this bad boy out in the car. In the commercial, the reason that he spills is because he's distracted, because a hot girl walks by the car and he's like looking at her, and then he spills coffee all over himself. Could you be the hot girl?
Yeah, I mean, look at me.
Yeah. So this is a super scientific test. We need to make sure that this is completely controlled so that we can really test it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna walk by this way.
Okay, walk by when I'm least expecting it. I'm gonna try to drink this coffee and walk by.
Are you expecting it now?
Yes. So walk.
What about now?
Yes. Walk by right as I'm trying to drink it, and when I'm not expecting it, so that I spill all over myself. Because this has to be just like the commercial, okay?
Okay.
I'm a busy businessman, just going to drink some water.
I'll probably suck your dick. How was that? Was that like a hot chick?
Yeah, that was actually really good.
Did you get any on you?
No, I think I'm completely dry, actually. I did spit water all over my steering wheel, though.
That's probably because I'm so hot as a woman.
Okay, let's try it one more time where I don't spit and instead I just spill. Just do whatever a hot girl would do.
Okay.
All right. Oh, another busy day of being a busy businessman. I'm gonna drink my water. Oh, no! Okay, oh Jesus. Yeah, I really spilled a lot of water on me. Let's review. So, water definitely got all over the bib. I don't know if you can tell, but the bib is very wet.
I can't tell, I can just see the floral patterns.
Okay, so what happened was, the bib sort of acted like a slide, and all of the liquid slid down the bib, and then down onto the seat, and then up into my butt.
To be honest, it's probably more expensive to get your seat repaired than to ruin your clothes.
Yeah. So if you're a busy businessman and you want hot coffee in your butt.
Also, but you're dripping a little bit. Yeah. I don't know if that's because I was hot or...
Yeah, if that were coffee, my seat would be...
Yeah, it'd be ruined.
So, I don't know, for busy businessmen, do you think that the slab stopper is like the right choice?
I think it's the right choice for saving your clothes, but also the right choice for ruining your car.
That should be its new slogan. Slab stoppers, the right choice for ruining your car.
Yeah.
If you really don't have time to just like stop for a few minutes to drink your coffee, then maybe you should solve other things before buying a bib, right?
Yeah, maybe just like wake up earlier and drink your coffee before you leave.
Yeah, exactly. Or just drink your coffee when you get to work.
Yeah, or just don't work.
That's actually really smart. Overall, I would rate the slob stopper a 4 out of 10 because it sort of did what it was supposed to do, where it protected my clothes, or at least it protected my shirt, but it also got coffee all over my pants, and it had unintended consequences that were not mentioned in the commercial, where it would have ruined my car seat.
Yeah.
So those are the two products that I covered in the video, but I have another one that I think could trump the other two in the fun factor level, and that is the Air Pogo Jumper. Look at that. I mean, just look at this. The Pogo without a stick. Use indoors or out. Smooth, high bounce action. And you guys know from watching my videos, I've always said this, I'm really all about high, smooth bounce action. So that's gonna be really important for me. It's just like a little board with a ball in the middle that you jump on. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to balance on this if it's just a ball. I said this was recommended to me on Amazon after I bought the carpet slides, and I went to YouTube to try to find like a video or commercial for it, and the only thing I could find is this video. It's posted on the official Geospace YouTube channel. Let's check it out. So yeah, it's just a 20-second video of a girl jumping on it. But you know what? That pretty much explained everything I needed to know about it. So let's just jump into it, as they say. It's so funny. So the first thing we got here is the board, a ball, a pump, and instructions. There is also one black hair. I don't know if you can see. There's one black hair dangling out of the bag. I don't know if that comes with every Air Pogo, but it is a long black hair. So just keep that in mind. If you are purchasing this product, it may come with a long black hair, or maybe I just got lucky and was blessed with that. That's very gross. Moisten the needle tip and insert it into the bladder valve hole. So, okay, it's nice and moist now. That tasted like a bike tire. Very gross. So I gotta insert this into here and just pump away. We're gonna have a lot of fun with this one, I can already tell. Okay, I'm not exactly sure how full it's supposed to be. It says it needs 100 pumps. And for some reason, I wasn't counting the pumps. I thought I just had to fill it up until it was firm. So I have no idea how many pumps I've given it so far. So I'm just gonna keep pumping it until it seems full enough. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right, this is gonna be fun. Okay, is there any instructions on how to use this? No. No, it just says remove the pump and your Air Pogo is ready to enjoy. So, I don't know how in God's name I'm supposed to balance on this and jump at the same time, but I guess we'll figure that out. I guess now I'm just gonna take this out and see if I can give it a good hop. All right, gang, right off the bat, my fears are that I'm not gonna be able to balance on this. I also have a slight fear that this ball is going to bust under my feet. All right, so let's just give it a go. Who's thicker? I'm gonna try to start out not holding on to that.
Okay.
All right. Oh shit, actually, this is not as hard as I thought it would be. Does that look cool?
You're getting like, let me see how high you're getting off the ground. You're not even getting more than like 6 inches off the ground.
I feel like the board is bending. Is the board bending?
Oh, the board's definitely bending.
I feel like the board is hitting the ground every time.
Did you look at the age or weight limit on this?
It said 6 and up.
Just any way up,
yeah.
As far as you can go up.
Well, it didn't pop or anything. The Air Pogo jumper, I would have to say, is more fun than jumping by about 5%.
Okay.
So if you wanted to get an idea, if you want to buy this, of how much more fun it is than jumping, think how fun is jumping, and then what's like 5% more fun.
Awesome.
It is pretty bouncy. I weigh 150 pounds, and this did not burst. I could definitely feel the board itself like buckling under my weight. Overall, I would give this a 7 out of 10. I mean, it's fun. We probably played with it for a minute or two, and I'm already pretty worn out, so it's not gonna last you all day. It's not gonna be all day fun with this. I'm pretty exhausted after just playing with this for a little bit, so keep that in mind. All right, thanks for watching this review, guys. I'll see you next time.
Hey, Danny.
Hi. All right, Greg, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe and turn on my notifications to join Greg. We are the fastest growing channel on the internet. As you guys have probably seen by now, I have new merch. It's the Greg family crest. It's a really beautiful design. It symbolizes Greg being the fastest growing channel on the net, descending into the heavens while we leave our mortal enemies, the Craigs, to burn in hell. It has my face on it, which I feel really good about personally, and it comes in gray and black. So if you want to get that or any of my other merch, it's at DannyGonzalez.store. I would really appreciate you guys checking that out because I really like this design. I think it's pretty dope. So many other YouTubers say that their fans are like a family to them. If that were really true, then they would have a family crest. So as far as I can tell, we're the only family on the internet with a family crest. Probably means we're the only family on the internet. If you want to join my Discord server, you can support me on Patreon to do that. The link for that is in the description as well. Thank you, Rebecca Pats, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I will see you guys next time with a really interesting video where I disguise myself as a rat for 3 weeks and eat nothing but cheese and garbage, just to see what it would be like. Bye! What's up, Greg? It's me, Danny, back with another episode of Bad Instagram, the show where we look at what's bad on Instagram. I'm sure this is a feeling that lots of people have had before about specific accounts on Instagram, but this account that we're going to be looking at today is so bad that I just can't stop watching it. Like, I've seen bad Instagram comedy before, right? We all have. Like, there's shit that's racist on Instagram, there's shit that's misogynistic, but I've never seen such a poor misunderstanding of just like how to just make a video before. To give you an idea of what this video is gonna be like, if you've seen my video about Paul Zimmer, this Instagram account is sort of like Paul Zimmer's, times 1,000, I would say. So like all Instagram comedians, I found this person on like my explore page. It was like, hey, this is a video you might like, and then I watched it and I was like, actually I hate this, but I'm gonna watch all of them now, I guess. So this is an Instagrammer named Michael Gilgan. He has 807,000 followers on Instagram. All of his pictures are stereotypical, like, hey, I'm 16 years old and I want to be an internet star. I mean, just, you know, look at them and you'll understand what I mean, I guess. So for the most part, he just posts pictures on his Instagram. But lately, over the course of the past month or so, he's started to dabble in Instagram comedy. And his videos are really the only way I can describe them as cringy. I'm sorry. I know it's an overused word, but I mean, put on your cringe pants, it's cringe time in Cringe Town. So I think most like popular Instagram comedy is made by like 20 to 25 year olds for like 16-year-olds. This kid I think is like 16 or 17, and I think his videos are for 6-year-olds, probably 4 to 6. So let's go ahead and watch one of his videos and you can see what I mean.
Oh my God. Arcade games. Mommy, can I have 50 cents, please?
Okay, way too old to be calling his mom mommy, right? Can we all agree on that? Like, I think you have until you're like 11 max, and then you gotta stop.
3, 2, 1.
Okay, he's having a great time playing some video games. He's having a stroke. And now here comes his mom, and it's in a different aspect ratio now for some reason. I don't know what happened with the editing there, but it went from square to horizontal with black bars on the side for some reason.
Oh, stop right there. Put your hands up.
Michael, come on.
And she just starts laughing in the middle of the take, and he doesn't cut it out.
You want to play with me?
Oh, gee, she's okay. So she's like, huh, you want to play with me? I'll show you. I'm gonna smash your skull in with a bowling ball.
Hey, Mike, put your weapon down.
Oh, shit! Oh my God. Holy shit. Was that real? Did she really just bowl her son? That's crazy. Honestly, I've never seen a story like that before. Very original. Just also very bad, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what people think about this video. Brilliant. Enough said. Okay, so before we get into the really weird stuff, I just want to show you one more video. This is my favorite video by Michael Gilgan. It's called I Went Into the Fish Tank.
Is Michael in the fish tank?
Michael,
Get out of the fish tank! Michael! Get out of the fish tank!
Michael, get out!
Get out! Oh my God! Get out!
I've watched this video probably 80 times, and I've laughed every single time. This video is fucking hilarious. There's so many things that are funny about this video. First off, just the overall concept of Michael dunking his head in the fish tank, and it's what sounds like his entire family all screaming, "Get out of the fish tank, Michael!" Also, there's no fish in the fish tank. There's not even any pebbles. There's just this one decoration. So I don't know where the fuck all the fish are. But it starts off with the mom saying, wait a minute, is Michael in the fish tank? As if she's just noticing that Michael's in the fish tank. But then you can see in the reflection, clear as day, that his mom is filming the entire thing. So she's just like this. Actually, she's sort of like bent over the table weirdly. So she's sort of like this, and she's like, is Michael in the fish tank? Michael, get out of the fish tank! Michael! Get out of the fish tank! I'm pretty sure that this video is a ripoff of a different video that I've seen on Facebook before where somebody's in a fish tank and everybody's yelling at him to get out of the fish tank.
I am so telling Mom, stop that!
Which I think makes this video about 10 times funnier. It's such a weird idea and such a simple idea, and he copied it from someone. Also, this video has 600,000 views. None of my videos have that many views on Instagram. What do I have to do to get this many views on Instagram? Just go in a fish tank or just go in a weird place and have people yell at me? That's easy. I can do that. Anybody can do that.
Is Danny in the freezer? Danny! Danny! Get out of the freezer! Danny, get out of the freezer!
I don't want to rip on him too much though. He is a 16-year-old kid. You know, whatever. You know, he hasn't practiced enough. He's not very good at making videos. That's fine. He's 16 years old. Now I want to talk about his mom though. You probably noticed that all of his videos have his mom in them. He has a video series that is, I think, the cream of the crop of his videos. I don't know if they have a name. It's a series of videos that I like to call the Hot Mom series. So you're probably a little bit concerned hearing that he has a series about his mom called the Hot Mom series. And I would just like to say that concern is valid. But I will say is that you will be even more concerned once you actually watch the videos. This is the first video I saw in this series. It's called, "Oh my God, they listen to my mom, but not me." So here's that video now.
Hey guys, can you help me? My mom has a flat tire.
Classic repairmen. They hate repairing cars. It might be their job, but they hate doing it. What if that's how businesses really worked? You walked into like a bakery and you were like, "Hey, I'll have a cake." And they were like, "No, I don't want it. I don't feel like it today."
Mom, I literally just went to go ask for help and they won't help me. They just completely ignored me.
What do you mean no one will help you? Okay, Mike, I have an idea. Get back in the car, let's go.
She's 90, just letting it all hang out. She's a friend.
And this is the Hot Mom series.
I like lady stack, that's a fact. Ain't holding nothing back. Oh, she's a friend.
Okay, this shot is going on for way too long.
Well, put together, everybody knows.
Hey, boys. I have a problem with my car.
Oh, man.
Did you like it? Did you like the video? It was good, wasn't it? I love how the car dudes like run off the frame and then you can just sort of like at the very end just see one of the dudes stop and just sort of be like, wait, what am I supposed to do now? This comment on this video, ha 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 ha, they don't like you. They like your mom because your mom is so very hot. I like how they're explaining the situation like Michael doesn't know. No, okay, Michael, they don't like you. They only like your mom because your mom is so very hot. You see? Pretty weird, right? Pretty weird that this 16-year-old kid's making videos about his hot mom fixing everything for him. That's weird, right? So, here's my theory. This isn't really his idea. To me, this kind of seems like his mom is like, "I really wanted to be a model when I was younger, and now my son's famous on Instagram, so I'm gonna make him make videos about how sexy I am." That's the only logical explanation I can come up with, because nothing else makes sense in my head. But now you're probably wondering, okay, Danny, so this is one hot mom video. What else happens in this series? Is there any further development of the characters? Does anything interesting happen? The answer to both of those questions is no, but he does have a lot more videos with this character. This one's called "My Teacher Failed Me, so my mom had to help." I bet you're never gonna guess how his mom helps.
Oh my God, you guys must be so happy. Mike's semester's over. What's the grades?
Found out that Mr. Peterson just failed me.
Hello? Mr. Peterson failed you?
It's Yes. me.
The friend. House. I like lady stack, that's a
You could just sort of, in the side of the frame, see someone standing there like not wanting to be in the video. I wonder what's going through that person's head.
Every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I could fly.
Oh, and look at how happy he is. Yay! My hot mom fixes everything. My mom's so sexy. They don't really explicitly say what happened in that school, but I think we all know what happened. She didn't just walk in there and say, "Hey, can you change my son's grade, please?" Okay, here's one more video. It's called "My Mom is So Overprotective."
Can't go back in there, they locked you out. Come on, honey, let's talk about it. Come here, babe, it's all right.
Hey, Mom.
Hey, why did they lock you out of the church? Oh, you're welcome. It must have been closed, right, honey?
No, it was open.
So he got locked out of the church. He got locked out of church. That's the problem in this video.
I was in confession and the priest told me how to do 40 million Our Fathers.
What?
He's like, "Oh, well."
I'll change that right now.
She's a friend.
Uh-oh, his mom's gonna seduce the priest. What a wholesome video. God, it's just so, it's like my eyes hurt watching it. This video has 1 million views. So if you take away anything from these videos, I don't want it to be that like Michael is a bad boy or anything. He does make bad videos, and it's fun to make fun of bad videos. But I think the real problem with this Instagram page is definitely the mom, right? Like, what mom First off, if you were a mom and your son, who's 16, was like, hey mom, can I make a video about how sexy you are, where you like fuck my teacher and get my grade changed? Would you be like, yeah, sure, that sounds cool? Because I, personally, being a mother myself, would not. Also, I feel like these videos aren't even this kid's idea. They're probably mostly his mom's idea, which is even creepier. All right, guys, well, if you like this video and you're not already a part of Greg is our fan base here on YouTube. It's our family. It's the name that I call my fans. We're the strongest army on the entire internet. We're a family, and we're changing the world one step at a time. Someday, I believe that everyone will be Greg. Everyone in the whole world. And that's really my hope and my dream. So if you like this video, just hit subscribe and turn on that notification button if you want to be Greg also. Thank you, Morgan, for turning on my notifications. You are truly Greg. I will see you guys next time with a very fun and exciting and arousing video.